And we're back here once again with another episode of the MSK show, and this is going to be episode 137. So I hope you guys have been having a great weekend so far, and I hope you are being safe and productive in your life. And if you have a New Year's resolution, then I hope you are also working on completing that resolution as we get further and further into 2025. There is one topic tonight. We will be talking about the potential lie that the mainstream media has been telling people about Captain America's Brave New World's movie budget, actually. But we'll get into that a little bit later because we have to go over something really quickly here as far as talking to these white guys about how their life's been going, because I'm truly invested in all of you. I truly want to see you guys reach your potential. I'm like your dad, I'm like your internet dad where I watch you from afar and I'm like, good. No.
I don't know about that.
Okay. So start with intros and then we'll start talking like dudes because as society always been getting into trouble recently with cringy wrestling fans. And I've been telling this guy, wrestling is for neckbeards. It was always for losers if you watch wrestling. And it's like, none of you guys ever listen. You guys just want to watch your loser shit. Come over and play Yu-Gi-Oh! Like a Chad, with all us greasy white guys over here.
I could have sworn that was just called Gay Magic the Gathering, but okay.
Magic is for losers. Don't get it twisted. That is for smelly fat nerds, actually.
To be fair, all those tournaments have that, but most of the people I knew played Magic, and then I don't know, they could probably curl your body weight, but being 70 pounds isn't a flex, so whatever.
Hey, I'm not tiny. Tiny weighs 120 pounds. Well, she's a girl, so they usually try to weigh not a lot. That's the thing. They try to have a slim body figure.
She at least has a reason.
Whoa! I will start going to the gym again. I used to be buff and sexy and rich. Now I'm just an internet clout chaser like the rest of you guys.
Just a liar. Yeah, we get it.
Habitual liar.
Are you saying that a person of color is a liar?
Yes.
No, just you. Society actually believes in God. If he's lying, it's probably for a good reason.
Oh, holy shit! All right, BS Warren, how you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm really sorry. I'm coughing a bunch because I came down with something. I went to the National Zoo yesterday, because they got the new giant pandas there, and I took a bunch of pictures of them. And I was like, yeah, no, they're awesome. They're adorable. Their names are Bao Li and Ching Bao. But as I was walking around taking photos of them, I was coughing a little bit. I was like, what the heck? I don't know what's up. And then as soon as I woke up this morning, I started getting the body aches, and I was like, oh, blue blazes, not right now. So
what were their names?
Bao Li and Ching Bao. I have some pictures.
Usually I just get pad thie, man, but
why do those sound like racial slurs? It just sounds like
no, they actually have a cool meaning. What is it? Bao Li is some kind of I don't know, spiritual treasure or something.
Bali, BALI.
So many jokes we can say right now.
Bao Li.
So many, man. Gosh, dude.
And
fucking hell, man.
So where were you? I'm coming in late
or something.
The National Zoo.
Oh, I thought you went to one of those full service body massage places.
No.
I mean, it was only 3 minutes, so it was a good $50.
All you need.
I'm just saying though, there was a movie that Jennifer Love Hewitt was in where she was basically fucking guys that she would massage them. And I'm not gonna lie, is that prostitution? If you paid for a massage,
first of all, it's a television show.
I thought you were telling me how she got her role. But
yes, it is.
Okay, but yeah, I'm just saying though.
Review. Yeah,
if you're getting a massage and the girl just starts putting her fingers in your butt, it's you're already naked.
Why is that the first thing you want her to do? And that's
why?
What massage parlor are you going to?
That might be the one owned by Razor Fist. Sorry, it's a joke there. Sorry, it's too early for that.
Is the masseuse's name Tyrone? What is happening there?
Let it fly, bro. Let it fly.
Gosh, all right. So BS Warren's sick because he ate some Kung Pao chicken, probably from Jackie Chan's friends. God, man, all they do is eat egg rolls and they eat rice. God, and their eyes are this small. Whatever, man. It's a good thing the Yao Ming dynasty's over. Good Lord. What was that Confucianism they used to teach in their fucking country? From that dude with the long beard. What was that religion about? Like just
Okay, does anyone even know what he's talking about right now?
No, I don't.
It's cool. That's why it's a lie.
You mean Taoism?
Is that what it's called?
I don't know. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
There are actually quite a few different religions in Asia, so it could be any.
Well, okay.
Yeah,
what was the
most famous one that
yeah.
I've heard? It's like Confucius says, if you name yourself MSK, you might be gay. Like that. That's just standard. That's everybody knows that one.
What was the guy that wanted to be buried alive with all of his army? Wasn't that Shang Ji-wan or some shit like that?
Yes, it was Shang-Chi, the legendary warrior.
Okay. Oh God. Are you saying Shang-Chi's
his brother
Quan
Chi or whatever?
Quan Chi.
Yeah, imagine how dedicated someone must have been to their leader, where the leader's like, if I'm dying right now, you must all be buried alive with me. They're like, okay, God, man, that's
kind of like most ships out there, right? Go down with your ship.
All right. Iron, how you doing, man? Did your wife ride your face after our episode that we did with Melanie Mack?
No, not exactly. I got a little trouble for that for having a little too much to drink as per usual. So
God, man.
Did she hit you with the "I'm not kissing you while you smell like liquor"?
No, she hit me with other things, but
no, it was the copious amounts of cocaine I did afterwards, which is the problem.
Right.
She hit me with frying pan.
It was a good show. Just ended up going to bed and then going to work the next morning, regretting my choices greatly.
Oh, yeah.
So a typical stream
after the
MSK
show yesterday, I just like BS Warren, I woke up feeling like shit, just out of nowhere too. I felt fine last couple days, and then at just around 8 o'clock last night, toward the end of Rogues Gallery, I just started like, whoa, I feel a little off. I crashed for like 13 hours, and I woke up and I've just felt like just dog shit, man. The body aches, chills, all that good stuff.
Are you guys
Mine happened about like 15 minutes ago. It was about 6:10. It definitely didn't coincide with getting sent a stream to this link, link to the stream, but it's no correlation there at all.
I just don't know why I'm always taking shots. Why am I always getting like shots fired at me? It's crazy. I don't get it.
This is the roast of MSK, sponsored by BET, isn't it? Am I on the wrong one?
Good gosh. All right, so Iron and BS Warren are pregnant, going through like their body chills. Society, he's been fighting with Melanie Mack simps, pro wrestling simps, John simps, drowning in the comics haters.
I mean, it's been mostly wrestling simps for like the last few days.
Yeah, it was crazy. She quote tweeted you. And she was like, take your toxic masculinity elsewhere.
I actually saw that one, yeah.
The active WWE Women's Champion quote tweeted me because I said that she looked better several years ago, and if she didn't hate herself as a human being, then she would notice that. And she went on to attack me by confirming that she does in fact hate herself and what she used to look like. She's been rebelling against it ever since. So technically I was right. So I should have just replied with the what was the meme? I can't remember the Hannibal meme. Just like, why are you booing me? I'm right. So I should just replied with that.
You know what's crazy? This is why I always say women have bad opinions and they can't think and they only lead by emotion. She is telling you that she wants you to take your toxic masculinity elsewhere as she is in WWE. Are we seeing the irony there? It's like, come on. You're in the most toxic masculinity thing to ever exist, which is pro wrestling. Like, come on, lady.
Oh,
that's a fair point.
It was also a very female response. How dare you confront me with the truth?
Yeah.
See,
like, people was like, "Oh yeah, she buried you, bro. She told you to go F yourself." It's like if she wanted to bury me, she wouldn't call me a liar, which she didn't do. By the way, those words equated to liar. She could have just easily said, "No, actually, I don't hate what I used to look like. You're full of crap." And that would have completely buried me. But she just went on to literally double down and confirm exactly what I stated in the first post, which means that she was really just mad for me saying it out loud.
Yeah.
All her one sentence response. I loved myself then. I love myself now. It's professional wrestling, bro. Get a life.
Yeah.
Boom. That would have ended it, but no. She decided to go with the latter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she had to speak womanese, where she was like buzzwords, toxic masculinity. It's like, lady, do you know what job you have? Do you know what pro wrestling is? Do women even understand shit that they do? I feel like they're only doing shit off like animal instincts. Like, you're just doing it. Like, they don't even logically think or talk. Like, good Lord. When women
Well, if anyone would know a thing or two about that, MSK, it would be.
Whoa. Yeah. I have a 200 IQ. I'm always thinking. I'm just not always thinking the good ways.
I think you got too many zeros on that number.
Well, wait, that'd be a good thing, right? Almost fell for that one. I almost fell for that. I almost called myself a retard. Good Lord. All right. So speaking of another white man that I hired for the show, that I give him a fat contract, he gets paid like $3 million a year to do this show for 5 years, you know?
In hopes and dreams.
And clout, essentially.
In Mexican pesos, whatever.
Talk about me here, because I'm telling you, man, every time I come on here, that leave a penny, take a penny thing is always empty. So whatever, dude, you're stealing from us at this point.
I'm just saying right now, if we all move to Mexico away from the cartels with the amount of money we have in our bank accounts, we will be filthy rich, honestly.
What's the conversion rate? Is it better in Mexico or is it better in Japan?
I think it's better in Mexico because pesos are worth like nothing. Pesos are worth, isn't $1 to them like 3 pennies or some shit? I don't fucking know. I know.
Dude, last time I was down there, I went to a place and it was all you can drink, and for $20, me and my girl at the time, we both had all you can drink, and that meant like they would do mixed drinks, they'd do shots, all you can drink, $20, and you didn't have to tip. So it was basically $10 a person, and we sat there for like 7 hours just getting trashed.
Whoa, hold on! You took a girl
$10.
out. You took a girl out. You bought her drinks. That's crazy. How dare you?
What
How dare you be toxic and be masculine? How dare you try to please women? And you know what? She
did. If all it cost was $20, man, that'd be great, man. Out here in California, dude, that same thing.
Yeah,
dude, that's been over 1,000 for sure.
Did you guys smash afterwards?
$1 US.
We were on a cruise, man. It was every night. What are you talking about?
$1 US is the equivalent to 20 Mexican pesos.
$1.
$1 US is the equivalent to 155 yen.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Yeah, but like some of those prices get ridiculous. They'll be like, yeah, it's 65 million yen, and you're like, damn, that sounds a lot. And they're like, yeah, but it's like $30 or something.
I'm not gonna lie. If we were in Mexico right now, we would be like filthy rich. We'd have like the biggest houses there, paying like nothing in bills.
Yeah, but then you have to live with the cartel. So I mean,
to be fair, I did say away from the cartels, but they will find you and they'll be like, "Hey, yo, mi atios, doliquenses, you."
I mean, bro, it's Mexico. Even the cops rob you down there.
No español para
aquí.
No hablas inglés. Tú es bonita. You and me in the shower, Holmes. Oh, okay. Take my money.
Why did you switch into like Chinese or Asian at the end? We love you a long time. Subscribe.
MSK would go to Mexico for 1 week and then he end up in the jungle in one of those like deep web like 4chan videos with somebody standing next to a chainsaw.
MSK took Spanish class in Chinatown. Like that's what happened there.
Lord, he would just get human trafficked and end up cheap trick there on Tijuana.
Good Lord. Hey, I dated a Mexican.
The lower red light district.
Going back to his roots? What are you talking about? No.
Hey, as long as you eat out a Mexican girl's taco and rap to her like she raps to you, she'll love you a long time. But yeah, Cyphex, how was your week, man?
So far, so good, man. I finally got to meet T, like Uncle T in DA's chat or whatever. Like that, we're always on there. So we all went to the movies. Guy? Dude, literally all the people I stream with are black except for like one person.
So you're saying you have black friends? That means you're not racist?
We're not doing that one
again. I mean, could be like, well, I wouldn't say they were friends, but
dude,
more like slaves.
All my job application, it starts with that before my name is even on there. It's like I got black friends though, and then I put my name. You know, it just it puts me.
All my black friends sign a contract where they legally have to refer to me as myself at all times.
Well, the problem is like I would take pictures of their ID, but apparently they don't know how to find them or get them. So it's just a problem. I mean, that's from the government. They said that. So I got to believe the government, right, guys?
Like the government would never lie to its people.
No, but everything's all good, man. Just been chilling, been jumping on some streams, trying to. I got some work to do around here. Hopefully I get to it. Apparently it might rain this weekend, so that'll give me a reason to stay in, get some shit done.
I love how the rain is coming right after half of LA just burnt to the ground. Good job, God.
Yeah, the mudslides are going to be brutal.
Holy crap. Huh, gosh. Well, as you guys know, Society had his big fallout with bounding into comics. It's over, man. You guys are going under. You told me privately. It's done. You know?
Yeah, John Delrose said a year and a half ago that we'd be dead in 6 months, and as we can see, he's clearly correct. So
yeah.
No Nostradamus there, John Delrose.
How will you pay your bills now?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to find $200 somewhere else now. It's weird. But meanwhile, he's being exposed for being a furry humping degenerate. So I mean, that's also fun as well.
It's like my $2 an article I make is really gonna be brutal out there. Like,
hey, I'm just pointing out, Lucario had a nice fat ass. If we're being honest with ourselves, right?
Is that like a furry? Who's that?
Lucario,
that's the thing
right now.
Like, I don't even follow.
Who has the power?
And I saw that going around, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, what is?
You've not been on Tumblr. Dude? That shit was on Tumblr for years, man. No. Oh my god, you had people.
I don't go on Tumblr. I don't go on Reddit. I don't mess with any of that shit, dude. And like, I see stuff in my on the Twitter feed or X feed, whatever you call it nowadays. And that's about it as far as that goes. And then I just watch YouTube stuff if I want to get caught up with anything other than watching movies and whatever. But no, I don't follow any of that drama bullshit, man. It's so, dude, anytime when I first jumped on X and tried to get into talking to people or whatever and getting back and forth, like you want to argue with these people and everyone is just retarded on there. So it's a waste of my time. So I'll watch other people argue every now and then, but no, I don't mess with that.
Oh, God, man. Michael, what's up, man? L, what did I do? I always take W's. The fuck? Hey, Andrew, Michael, what's up, man? How you doing, man? Hope you're having a good weekend. Well, that's Warren. He's on the show. Fuck him. He's a white guy. Hi, Emily. How are you doing?
Yes, sir. White power. White.
Good Lord, man.
Not that. I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say white and proud.
It's morphin' time. White power.
Oh, no. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Tommy should have did it one time. He should have did white power. He had the perfect opportunity to do it. God, Tommy.
And then to watch all the other Rangers around him get very uncomfortable. He's like, I don't think I want to fight these guys anymore.
Bust out a banjo and summons a meth Zord. Like,
I'm not gonna lie. So I was watching, the season 2 Megazord morph when it goes to the Thunder Zord. So a comment in the YouTube video was like, what does the monster do when the Megazord is forming? Is it just smoking a doobie, just waiting for its inevitable doom? It's that monster's just in there going like, I could have just killed them right here, but I'm just going to let them transform into their being, and then they're going to fight me. It's like, why?
He's just off screen stretching his legs out. It's like, it's going to get hot now.
I mean, you could do that with like any time the villain goes and explains their whole story to somebody right before an end of the movie. Usually it's just like, this was my plan. And then go on like a 5-minute speech. And it's like, you got a gun, just shoot that motherfucker. Like, get this over with.
That's what I always thought with Michael Myers. Is like, wait a minute. So the girl will be running from Michael Myers, and then it'll cut to Michael just walking. No, that guy is running to her. No way he's walking to catch him to a full-blown.
Well, it's like that when they redid one of the Jason movies, and they kind of tried to explain that to where he had like underground tunnels that had bells that ring, and so he could like get around. And I was like, at least you guys tried to explain it. That one wasn't that great of a movie, but it's like, okay, that at least it kind of somewhat makes sense. It's still ridiculous, but it makes more sense than when you see him walking slow and people are like booking it, like trying to do a 40-yard dash in any direction, and all of a sudden this guy catches up to them on a casual stroll. Like,
it's also crazy that no one bothers fighting him in those movies. Like you see him like fight a few people, but they don't never let him fight. Like, remember in Halloween 4, the guy tried punching him and he just offed him in just like 1 second. And then in Halloween 6 with Paul Rudd, he like tackled him to the ground and started beating him with a 2x4. I'm like, so in one movie he's like super overpowered, and the other one he just gets beaten by Paul Rudd. It's like, what the fuck? It's just so inconsistent. But the thing with horror movies that people don't get is they're like, well, the human characters suck. Well, yeah, I'm not watching for the human characters. I'm watching for the villain to murder them in unconventional ways. I've never watched a horror movie for
Paul Rudd can beat Jason and Kang. This is just not fair, guys. Paul Rudd is overpowered.
We was Kangs. So you tell me Paul Rudd beat Michael Myers and he beat Kang? Come on, man. Who's more powerful than him? He never ages either. We was Kangs. See, hey,
we was.
Yeah, was true. I'll give you that one. Mic drop. There you go.
He was Kang.
He was a whole lot of Kangs. Now he's 0 Kangs.
Like I said, the last image we'll ever see of Kang the Conqueror is just a bunch of black dudes in an arena that's howling like monkeys, literal monkeys.
I'm not gonna. Hey, Kevin Feige wanted to hire a black guy, put his whole universe's back on a black guy, and then he did the one thing that black men are known for.
White woman.
The first thing he did was do the one thing black men do: cause crime. I knew that was gonna happen. They can't help themselves, man. They have to do crime. Why?
Like man. I said. Now we like, oh, bring back Robert Downey Jr. to play Doom. To play Doom. He's not even that character. We'll make it work.
Emily mentioned Deadpool and Wolverine. Paul Rudd finally aged or whatever. That was the joke. But that's a different universe. It's a universe where he does age. So I mean, clearly it's not right. Like,
good God, man.
Like, we have the immortal one.
Never put your whole franchises back on a black man. Something will happen. And then apparently later on, the girl retracted all of her statements. So like, oh fucking hell, man. So Kevin Feige is like showing you, yeah, we didn't just completely overhaul all of our plans right there, right? This is always part of the plan because their fans will be like, if Avengers Doomsday is really good or Secret Wars is really good, their fans will be like, Kevin Feige, 200 IQ genius there, is like, no, that didn't happen. Jonathan Majors literally got in trouble with the law, and they were like, we're not going to have this guy around our franchise anymore.
Now that we got a black Captain America, he can finally get his boat loan. You know, it's going to be great. Like, he's going to go out there and catch all the shrimp or whatever he was going to use for it. Like,
wow. I can't stand you guys.
It'd actually be funnier if he's Captain America and they still won't give him the loan.
Yeah.
What if his sister's on like welfare? That would be the funniest shit ever. Make it happen.
I mean, they can make some really meta jokes like, I don't even know how to use the internet. And it's like, wow, guys, Jesus.
Nobody's giving Blade a loan either, Walter. No one's, because I mean, like, what would Blade go? Wait, Blade can be outside, right? As a vampire?
They call him the Daywalker. Yeah.
Okay, so he's lucky. He can be outside. But to be fair, Blade would function better in the dark anyway because he's black. They wouldn't see him coming anyway. It's with his teeth and darkness and a sword. You're just dead. But
vampires, they usually run off different senses and stuff depending on the lore. But yeah.
Blade's backstory's crazy. That shit is so fucked up. I doubt even if they did the movie, they would even show the backstory of his. It's really like, didn't the vampire like it killed his mom and it bit her or some shit and the blood went into him as he was being born? All that's just so gruesome, man. Yeah. There's no way they would show that.
She was bit while she was pregnant, and then getting bit made her go into labor, and that's how he became half vampire, half human. So he ages, but he has all the strength. He ages, but ages a little bit slower than a normal human, but he has all the powers, the abilities of a vampire. He still has the urge and needs to consume blood, but sunlight, silver, none of that bullshit does nothing.
So even black vampires are abandoned by their stepdads? Like, come on, dude. Like, what is that? Like, that's not a good.
I think in the comic book
message.
It was Dracula, and in the
what you were saying is black
movie,
don't crack?
it's Deacon Frost.
You guys are saying black don't crack? I don't trust you guys.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Andrew brought up Black Adam. Black Adam, Black Adam.
Holy crap.
He's actually supposed to. I think he's like Egyptian or Middle Eastern, or he's supposed to be.
A lot of people. He's called Negro Adam. Thank you very much.
If I'm not, I
might
waiting
for somebody to say it. I can't.
I think he's supposed to be like Samaritan. So he'd be like some Middle Eastern.
Sumerian or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least he wasn't Nigerian.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I mean, it'd be a rough movie to watch him just sending all those emails begging for money, but yeah.
I didn't watch Black Adam, but when I heard, I didn't realize for the longest time. I only found out about this recently. They kill off Dr. Fate, which is that's horrible.
Really,
that's horrible.
He's the character that does reincarnate like Hawkeye to some extent.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, like that was
reincarnate, come back to life.
Yeah, you got Pierce Brosnan to do it. Come on,
Pierce Brosnan makes would 100% makes a fantastic Kent Nelson. Why you would immediately throw that away makes zero sense.
You had other characters you could have easily killed off in that. Basically every other one, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there have
Why
been a
choose
lot of
Dr.
different
Fate?
Dr. Fates, but they went with the original Dr. Fate, the one everybody likes. They got a great actor to play him just to kill him off. I still haven't seen it though. I've heard it's not the worst out of all those DC movies. It wasn't the worst. It was just
it's not good.
regular.
It starts to be
movie.
really
Yeah.
bad for the third act is really bad. Like the beginning when he first comes out and or like he gets resummoned into the world basically, and like the action scene at the very beginning, I was like, oh, this could be actually pretty fun, and then it's just not for the rest of the movie after that.
No, I mean I think the worst DCEU film is probably somewhere between Aquaman 2 and Shazam 2. Those
Birds of Prey.
Birds of Prey is the worst one. That
Birds
one
of Prey
is
is the worst one.
trash. Birds of Prey.
I don't even have to see the rest of them.
Yeah.
Birds of Prey is the worst.
Birds of Prey. There was a part at the end of the movie where this villain, a black man, was the guy who played Obi-Wan, Ewan McGregor, fucking got into a car, one of those 2022 nice, it was a Nissan or whatever, black one, got into it, drove like 100 miles an hour. Harley Quinn got on skates and was running to him. I was like, fuck this movie. A person
she grabbed like a rope, but still, even if you're doing like 50, 60, dude, you're like those speed wobbles are taking you out.
You're fucking
man.
with me. Nope. Fuck off.
I don't know. If I was going down on Poison Ivy every other comic book issue, I'd probably be able to move that fast too.
She wasn't even in the movie. Remember that worthless monkey bitch that was in there that's playing Black Canary? She did the Black Canary that does one scream. Can't fight. Oh, it was terrible. Was it Journey Smollett?
It was Black Canary in name only. That wasn't, Jesse Smollett's sister.
Yeah.
It was originally just named Canary until they cast that actress, but okay. Like,
yeah. Fucking hell, dude. They did the thing where they were like,
run
hey,
so many great characters. They run Black Canary, they run Black
Sandra
Mask,
Kane.
they run
dude, every character they threw into that.
Zaz.
Zaz,
that movie's so bad. Renee Montoya's fighting like a Power Ranger.
Renee Montoya was way too old. She really was. I mean, God bless her, but that actress was way too old to be playing Renee.
Oh, I'm sorry, you guys are not friends of Rosie Perez.
No.
Dude, I wasn't a fan of Rosie Perez when she was like young and for some reason considered attractive.
Times have changed. Times are hard.
Yeah. Society, does that mean you like the casting of the women from Borderlands?
Yeah, if they de-aged them to like
honestly
at their peak,
Borderlands might actually be worse than Birds of Prey.
Oh damn!
Yeah, Borderlands is probably a worse film.
I don't know. It's hard, man, because they butcher so many characters in Birds of Prey. But to be fair, like Borderlands, I feel like the actors never even tried.
No,
none of the actors were trying.
Yeah,
Kevin Hart didn't try. He was in there. Not a single
not
one
even
of them.
not even their editors tried. There's that famous clip where like they go to lift up the grate or whatever, and it's clearly somebody that's not on, like he's not supposed to be in the film. He like lifts up the door and it's like just a stagehand or some shit, or whatever. It's like, you guys didn't even edit that guy out. Like they didn't give a shit at all in that.
Okay.
Like usually sometimes you catch those in like a mirror shot somewhere in the background. Somebody zooms in too far and they're like, oh, look, you can see somebody. But it's like, no, this guy's just like, yeah, fuck it. I'll grab it. Let's go. And come on, man. They didn't care.
Mm-hmm. Like, that's the other problem with both movies is someone who I know, Black Canary, she can fight. That scream is very powerful. She's an interesting character, yet they just dumb her down to Journey Smollett, who can't fight, can't act, doesn't scream. When she does do the scream,
didn't they do her in Legends, Legends of Tomorrow or whatever? Wasn't she
a Hot Girl? No, it's Hot Girl, right?
They did Hawk Girl in Legends of Tomorrow. They did White Canary, who I think is an original character, and then
White Canary is just almost just like Black Canary. They fucked up the character.
Her outfit is
Arrow,
just
so they
white.
had
because they killed her off. Like randomly in Arrow, they just kill off Black Canary, like for whatever reason, just stupid reasons. They just kill off characters.
Mm-hmm.
I thought maybe she just wanted to leave the show. I don't know. The actress, I mean, she's bad.
No, she went on to do Legends of Tomorrow after that for like 7 seasons.
No, not
Arrow
her. That's the White Canary girl. I mean the Black Canary girl. Like the
It was
like
originally the Black Canary.
Yeah,
in Arrow.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about her sister in the show.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the one. Then she became Black Canary, and then the sister that was originally Black Canary became White Canary in Legends of Tomorrow. But she's the only one that has the right name and the abilities as Black Canary. It gets really confusing.
Yeah, and then she's also a feminist or something. Lesbian.
Oh yeah, and a lesbian, because all women are lesbians and everything now.
Yep. For DC, if you're bi, that means you suck dick. You sucking cock. That's what that means. Not me. I'm a flaming heterosexual. But fucking hell, dude.
Doesn't that just mean you're bi with extra steps? Like, come on.
I like eating vaginas. They taste great, honestly.
I don't want to.
I eat cow vaginas in Vietnam.
But if you started with saying you're flaming, like, come on. That's
dude,
usually
speaking of cows, remember the episode of Family Guy where Peter was getting raped by that black cow? He said, "You come over tonight, boy." There was a magazine that the black cow had, and it said "Big Black Udders."
For some reason, I thought you were going to say Cleveland. I was like, I didn't see that episode, but
I'm glad people start pretending that show was good. That show was terrible. Thank God.
The first couple seasons of a lot of those shows were pretty decent.
Get the fuck out of here.
The first couple seasons.
Yeah, I'm also agree that we should stop pretending like Family Guy's a good show.
Yeah,
right, get the fuck out of here.
It
Goodbye. All right, so it's just us white guys now.
No, none of it's good now.
Seth MacFarlane has never been funny. He's a hack fraud.
Okay. Good Lord. He's just doing all the hot takes. Why don't you just change your channel to Society Hot Takes? There you go, man. That's how you're gonna get back
Twitter now. It's like Seth MacFarlane is the new Razor Fist.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! You mean Razor Fist Kelly? Can someone in the group chat post a meme of Razor Fist and blackface and just being R. Kelly with braids?
Did I miss something? I didn't. What did Razor Fist do?
So Kino Casino did a recap. I think it was like earlier today or yesterday, where they basically relayed that his old girlfriend, who apparently they met online, or they met when she was like 15 and he was in his 30s, and they claim that they waited 3 years before they actually did anything that would be deemed as illegal. But it's still the fact that he, at the very least, she was his internet girlfriend from the age of 15, according to her.
Okay, so it's not fully confirmed. It's just. I mean, I've never heard anything about that. I rarely see any of his stuff unless he's like a guest on somewhere, and usually comes in and says a couple random funny things sometimes, and that's about it. That's all I kind of know about the guy.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, his ex-girlfriend spiraled a few years ago and started releasing a bunch of like messages and videos and stuff like that. So, like I said, who knows? It's only her side of the story. But the fact that Razor Fist doesn't seem very interested in talking about it doesn't really make it seem better in context. So.
Dude, all these people, I feel like the last year or so, you've just seen a bunch of people get exposed, like like a lot more than normal.
I mean, Razor with all the Goonergate stuff, Razor, I thought that he had said something pretty balanced, because it was like he didn't advocate for, at least I don't think he did. He didn't advocate for censorship. He just advocated for people to exercise their free agency and, use their purchasing power to support the kind of games they want to see on the market. Melanie, that's not what she did. It also does. I will say though, the article that really started making everybody give shit to Razor Fist, in my opinion, John F. Trent owes him an apology, because that article where like Razor Fist is quoted, if you don't, I don't know if it's from like a video or something, but he because the article is behind a freaking paywall, you can't get any of the content. So all you have is the headline. And so people are just going to read the headline and be like, oh, he's siding with Melanie Mack. He's siding with,
he didn't do himself any favors anyway. Going after people that were going after pointing out things about Melanie Mack or quartering.
Yeah.
He did get actively involved in it. When people would point out the hypocrisy, he would purposely, just brush it off. Nope, you're just a gooner. I'm not going to talk about, just because somebody likes something that is literally identical content to the thing they're complaining about not liking, that doesn't mean anything. You're just wrong. Let's not talk about it. I'm smarter.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't do himself any favors there.
Razor Fist always talks weird. That's why I can never get behind someone like him. He'll say things like, our indigenous troglodyte lifestyle has caused us to sit. Like, what are you talking about? Dude just throws out random weird big words to sound smart. If he does that every post, I was like, not following someone like that. It's just stupid. Talk like that.
The thing about him, unfortunately I am, it's
you made love to him.
No, I'm trying to figure out how to phrase it. Razor Fist is a bulldozer. He's a force of nature, and you can't really negotiate with him. If he's wrong about something, he has to come around to it on his own. And unfortunately, at times, I admit I've been the same way. But yeah,
I mean, I've never seen many of his videos. I think I've seen a couple of his like movie reviews from older movies and stuff. But it's like I've definitely seen some people that I don't know if they found an AI that you can just take your script and run it through like a thesaurus AI. But it's like all of a sudden they start talking, and I mean, sure, they're big words or whatever, but I'm like, that's not how people really consume this shit. But it's like, it feels like they were able to, they're like, let me find a thesaurus AI and run my script through it. And then I'm just going to say what comes up. Like,
you think Razor Fist is AI generated?
No.
Razor Fist is like, a myth confirmed.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is like, there's people out there. It's like when you talk to them or you see them on live streams, they don't talk the way that they do in their videos. So it's like they go out of their way to research different words for something,
Yeah.
It's like, and also most people don't actually talk like that in person or ever.
He's definitely faking that for the camera. No one talks in the way that he does. He just says a bunch of words and then just says, basically he's trying to say the government. Yeah. Fucking weirdo. Like, I was like, how does anyone follow what that guy's saying? He just says just random shit and then just basically just says like the government's bad. It's like, you could just say the government's bad. Holy fuck. You have to give me a fucking long ass essay of stupid words.
But like, all these people who are getting so much heat and so much crap from the internet right now, keep in mind, this all started because that group of people decided to spurg out over like a 10-second video clip of an anime character's butt, and it was just off to the races for then. And I was saying then, it was like, look, guys, this is so insignificant. This is not even a hill worth fighting on, let alone dying on. Like,
I think it was more the hypocrisy of like, because the little I've seen on it is like last year when Stellar Blade came out, they were all on the opposite side of that though. They're like, bring more of this on, and now this year they're like, no, we're against it. It's like, what happened in this?
That was the key thing that people forgot, was that it wasn't the fact that she was fighting for Stellar Blade or them. They were fighting for it to be uncensored. That means they wanted her to have her fucking titties out or her thighs out. That's what people were pointing out for hypocrisy. Like Melanie pretty much turboed her credibility over a clip that isn't even bad. That's just the puzzling part.
Out of context, because the person who recorded the clip used the camera angles like you can do in just about all games to zoom into the angle he wanted to record.
It was a borderline
close up of the ass.
Yeah.
Wearing a costume, no more revealing. In fact, in a lot of ways, less revealing than most of the outfits in Stellar Blade. Trying to conflate it to softcore prawn, trying to say that it was stripper dancing by just somebody just doing this.
Somebody just vibing.
Yeah. A character that in the game is a DJ.
You can do that in like every type of MMO out there. You can zoom in all crazy and they all have different dance modes. I know Fortnite's a big one right now. A lot of people play that. I don't, but it's like, I know there's a bunch of dances and I'm sure there's skimpy characters with that.
Yeah.
So it's like just about every game has that. And if they just want to throw in their own emotes into it, and then your character happens to be wearing an outfit you paid for.
Dude,
like, okay, that's what you get. That's what you paid for, or whatever.
In Smash Brothers,
and if you want to do that, go for it.
Do it.
Like, who cares?
If people ever played Super Smash Brothers, you can do that. You just press a button and you just taunt. You just dance. It's been a thing that's existed in games forever.
And there's Zero Suit Samus.
Yeah,
but they consider her Gooner. No, she's not revealing anything really. But she does look really hot though. I'll give her that.
I mean, when you I guess it's just a skin tight suit is considered that now, and it's like,
look,
it kind of works for an assassin type character, like when you're playing like that or whatever game you're playing. But
y'all have no idea how much Rule 34 there is of Sheamus.
Yeah.
So
Well, I just discovered there's Rule 34 Pokemon.
Did you say Seamus?
Oh, yeah.
Who the fuck is Seamus? Like, I don't want to see
Seamus.
any Rule 34 of Seamus.
We know which Rule 34
bad.
you're looking at. It's Seamus from Freedom
bad.
Tunes.
I know what you meant to say. I know what
we were
you
talking
meant
about
to
Sheamus
say.
from WWE.
Right.
I was like, I know what you meant to
Seamus
say.
from
but
down
what
at the
you said
pub.
was Seamus. There was an
Zero
H in there,
Samus,
man. I know you
I
were
could
talking about
imagine-
Samus, but
I'll say like Zero Suit Samus, given how she looks in that skin tight outfit, there's a lot of weirdos out there drawing some naked stuff of her. Just a lot of positions.
of any character, as soon as any character is
Yeah.
produced online, it's like you probably wait like 30 seconds. Someone's like, check it out, dude. I made a 3-minute video. It's like, dude, it's been 30 seconds. How did you do this? But
God, man. But that, like people, I can make a video game where I can make a part of it where I blow people's brains out, rob them, stab them, blow up things. But if you reveal some boobs, nope, can't have that. That's where we really just draw the line at,
You started
like-
talking about shooting and stabbing people. I was like, oh crap, he's gonna make another black joke.
I think
I was
they
waiting
kinda-
for the how much she just wants to blow people all the time, but okay.
I have sex with women. It's
So-
not like
Blah,
that.
blah, blah. Something about
You have
blaming my
sex with
wife.
women
Blah,
in
blah, blah.
relationships.
I am gay.
Whoa. Hey, I have sex with women all the time. It's really easy. It's not that hard. You just got to thrust a little bit.
So are you trying to outlie Razor
He's like,
Fist and
it's
John Del
it's
Rose on
anywhere
the
from
show?
$50 to $200 every stroke, but I can get it done.
Well, look, I will say there is to be fair, there is a decent chance that JDA really did post that stuff just for the memes. However, nobody cares. Because you gave people a reason to give you the gas. So
Yeah. JDA just went like, hey, I'm going to go die on this hill of life. I'm being canceled when nobody, not a single person advocated for him to be off any platform. Like no one said that. No one said, YouTube, hey, please demonetize these people and get them off. Like no one said that. They were just disagreeing with their opinions. But apparently if you disagree with someone's opinion, that means you're canceling them. It's like, all right, John, log off the internet. Stop bugging out.
You guys are canceling me. I can't believe you guys are doing it. It's like, you're canceling me. And now everyone's revealing that you're a furry. So
remember the one
you were better off being canceled. Maybe. Who knows?
Remember he had that satanic panic post and then basically had another follow through that went, well, maybe the media should stop being satanic. So didn't you just confirm whatever?
Yeah, so it was real. I was lying, and it was a good thing.
Oh god! And the other one he was like, Christians will not be persecuted out of gaming. I was like, buddy, John, if you think there's Christians in gaming, you are retarded.
No, I mean there are. I mean,
Are they?
I'm sure
Given all the-
society
Yeah, there's
plays
plenty.
video games. Yeah,
I'm
but
more
I
of a
mean,
retro
we're not
gamer these
JDA.
days, like
No, I'm
anything
talking not
PS3 and
gamers,
before.
not us, but like people that make the games. Are you
Also,
sure they're gamers? I don't
just
know.
real quick,
Oh, no, not
something-
gamers. Holy shit, Christians. But debatably, they probably aren't gamers now, given how much women that exist in these fucking companies now.
real quick, just real quick. Speaking from
Yeah.
a Christian standpoint, society. I don't know if you would, you're welcome to chime in and say I'm wrong on this.
You're wrong.
JDA, John Del Rose, he uses his spirituality to cloutmonger and try to get clicks on social media.
Yeah.
That is no different from the vendors that were treating the temple like a marketplace. And Jesus Christ literally beat them with a knotted rope.
Well,
We have biblical evidence that if Jesus walked up behind John Del Rose and caught him doing that, he would whoop him.
Here's the thing. Del Rose, because you guys don't know, is a Catholic, so he's not even really a Christian to begin with. And then even in that realm, he's a very, very shitty Catholic by his own definition. I mean, on top of all the other stuff that's been revealed about him, it was also revealed several weeks before all this that the so-called Christian culture warrior who's so against degeneracy in all forms apparently got some 40-year-old chick pregnant over the course of the last year, who was not his wife, by the way, but now he has a kid out of wedlock with that woman, while going around telling everyone that it's his wife because he doesn't want anyone to know about the marital problems him and his actual wife have been having over the last couple of years. So no, he's a hypocrite in every sense of the word. He thinks that he's a loyal Catholic, quote unquote, but he's honestly not. He's probably the single biggest hypocrite out of anyone in this whole situation. With John Trent, like John Trent is a hardcore Catholic, but at least he stays true to at least what he believes, even if his beliefs are completely off the wall and wrong. At least he actually sticks to what he believes. John Del Rose literally pisses with the wind. So if Mormonism was the number one denomination in the world right now, he'd basically be a Mormon. That's basically John Del Rose in a nutshell. He has no convictions whatsoever that he'll actually like he'll literally piss with whatever the popular of the wind of that day. That's basically the type of guy that he is. So it's like when he's morally grandstanding on his religious views, understand that he has absolutely none to stand on whatsoever.
Yeah, that's
also,
the thing.
He's a furry.
When you start getting into
also, he's a degenerate furry.
Yeah, it's the censorship thing that a lot of people have been talking about. Like some of the Christians that even follow him, not him as a Christian, the other people that follow him, they're like, well, porn's been a big problem in a lot of relationships, and we should get rid of it just based off that. And it's like, people got to keep in mind, if you can't even control yourself, I would argue it's not porn's fault. That's just, you have way more deeper issues than porn. The reason why your relationship has gone as bad as it is. Like, everyone just has to always blame something for their problems instead of just being like, hey, no, I'm the problem. I need to do better. I need to fix these problems. It's always someone else's fault. That's how people function. They're never not going to not function that way. Also, from the Bible, didn't Jesus hang out with sinners? Jesus himself,
he did that, and that's actually a big thing. Jesus was a master, and I mean, he's God, so it's kind of cheating, but
yeah,
he was a master of forging that human connection. He understood how to reach out to people no matter what circumstances they were in and share the love of God with them. These people are swinging the word of God around like a baseball bat, trying to bully people and cow them.
They're not even doing that. They're not actually swinging the word of God around. They're just swinging their religion, and their religion is basically their own self-righteousness. Like with the two Johns, you can tell that they're just so self-righteous. Like everyone essentially has to conform to what their standard of morality is. And Melanie Mack, to her own extent too. It's like I talked about this on a couple of shows. Like I tried to get Melanie Mack on several months ago before any of this took place, because it's like, hey, you claim to be a Christian, let's talk about Christianity. She blew me off, maybe because I wasn't as big of a YouTuber at that time to be having that conversation, wherever the case may be. But we've had arguments on social media where it's like, what is the gospel? You're so hardcore in your Christianity, and that's the hill you're going to die on. Like, what actually is the gospel? And she doesn't know it. And then when I explained it to her, she rejected it, right? Because in her estimation, it's like, God wouldn't be able to save, like I said, sinners, right? Like the whole thing of like, you can't be a stripper and be this, you can't do this and be saved. It's like, well, quite literally, the whole point of the gospel is that all men have sinned in the eyes of God, and that's the whole point of why Jesus came down to sacrifice himself in the first place, because we could not save ourselves. And there are these group of people out there that think that by their own good works and their own good righteousness, whatever they want to call that somehow that's their ticket to heaven. And I hate to break it to you, it's not. It is actually quite not. It goes against quite the entire point of the Bible if you read it from cover to cover. But that's what my argument is with Melanie Mack, and we haven't had any chance to sit down and argue that portion of it at all either. But then it's her, then it's the two clout chasing Catholic dudes, and it's just like it's a mess. It's just an absolute mess.
And then the quartering jumps in on it, but he's not in it for the Christian standpoint. He's in it for the clicks.
Well, he's in it because Melanie's his friend.
Well, I'm sure there's a factor of that at play there, but I mean, at the same time, he knows that if he has her on the show and she stirs up a bunch of shit, he's going to get tons of people tuning in.
Of course, yeah. It's just so weird because if people have read the Bible, Jesus hung out with sinners in spite of what they did. He'll always be the person that'll see the best and good in people. Like,
it wasn't that he saw the best in the good of him. Like I said, that he's mentioned before, he sat down with sinners to make that human connection to bring them to a point of repentance. It wasn't like he was endorsing the things that they were doing.
Yeah.
He wasn't.
He knew that. Like I said,
if he was sent down to absolve people of their sins and die on the cross for their sins or whatever, Yeah, that probably means that about everybody that he would probably run into was more than likely a sinner in the eyes of whatever at the time.
But that's not what
that's the thing, though. It's like it wasn't like there was no sinners that he came. Like everyone, by his own definition, was a sinner. Like,
God,
he didn't sit on a live stream saying, "You're a gooner, you're a gooner, you're jerking off to anime bots and Stellar Blade."
You didn't catch the Jesus Gooner stream? Come on, guys.
Oh God. So as you guys pointed out,
book of the New Testament be called a book where Jesus goes on a
second goon verse 8.
Like as you guys pointed out, he would make that connection to try to get people to convert. They're not doing that. They're not. Like, I guess Melanie has her Bible channel, but like, does John do any?
Not even Melanie. I can't even give Melanie any credit too. This is quite literally what the topic of tomorrow's Bible Lens is going to be about: the self-righteous Christians harming the gospel.
Yeah.
But let's be honest: is Melanie known for really spreading any kind of biblical message out there whatsoever, or is she just known because she likes to say the word faggot on the internet a bunch of times? Like, what is she really known for?
Having
I know in
wearing a shit ton of eyeliner and
and having tattoos as a Christian and chokers
in Gooner Relations 872, guys. Thou shalt not fast to Rule 34. Not like
Oh God, man. I miss Niggalations. Remember that guy we used to have on Twitter?
Wait, what?
You guys remember Niggalations? I'm not saying that to be
I never got invited to Black Twitter. I don't know why.
Oh my God!
I never got invited to the cookout.
God, it's like you guys snap off the game. Like, it was crazy how they always talk about like, oh, there's too many fraggots in gaming now. You got there's just troons everywhere. But guys jerking off to like straight guys want hot women. No, you're a gooner. Pick your battle. What do you want? Do you want straight guys to win, or do you want gays to win? I don't get it.
Well, it was like when everyone was talking about how we need to fight against the uglification of women in video games, but then if you show any cleavage, it's like, oh, this is gooner bait, this is porn.
Oh no!
It's like, so what do you want in your movie? You want like supermodels wearing burqas?
With Riley Gaines, all of the conservatives flipped out over that calendar that came out like a few years ago.
Oh yeah,
yep.
With a bunch of women in bikinis, and they call that porn too.
Yeah, it's like, what is your definition of porn then by that logic? Actually, you know what? I'll look at the definition of porn. Porn definition. The actual definition of it. Let me see. Okay. Porn as a definition, well, I guess there's two. One just says pornography, which is hardcore porn. Television programs, magazines, books, etc. that are regarded as emphasizing the sensuous or sensational aspects of a non-sexual subject.
Just drop the link in the private chat.
I'm reading, you faggot. Oh my God. What did I do? Oh my God.
He tried to read. That was the problem.
This is why I come out with an
I'm being too much. All right. Okay. So I'm not going to hit images for porn. I shouldn't do that.
Yeah, please don't.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Television, as I was saying,
we're witnessing the Department of Education in action right now. So
okay, so I will continue to read this as I was interrupted by the BS Warren, the black guy. So basically, television programs, magazines, books that are regarded as emphasizing the word or sensational aspects of a non-sexual subject and stimulating a compulsive interest in their audience.
I'm surprised you said compulsive, right?
Okay,
I know how to read.
That was not what you said the first time. You just
You say I was talking like Vader? Oh my goodness. Okay,
so not like Vader. Vader wasn't licking the inside of his mask.
I think people. Okay, so porn has those meanings. Pornography is the depiction of erotic behavior, as in pictures or writing, intended to cause sexual excitement. Material such as books or a photograph that depicts erotic behavior and is intended to cause sexual excitement. By the definition, anything is porn then. Literally, if a girl just has a tank top on, that could be considered porn then.
Well, here's the other problem, right? What if the girl is
protected under one of the big problems about that whole porn argument is that it's protected under free speech as long as they give it like a title or whatever.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say the other
part be hard to get rid of.
the other argument is that, oh, it's promoting lust, you're inciting lust. Like, you do realize that not every woman in a bikini is attractive to a man, right? Like, what about we get like some like 400-pound gorilla to wear a bikini? That's not going to incite anyone to be like, oh, I got a goon over this. Like, if anything, it's going to make her run to the bathroom and throw up.
I mean, to be fair, 400-pound woman wearing a bikini, you wouldn't even be able to tell. That thing would be swallowed up by so many rolls, dude. It just look like a Thanksgiving, dude. Just people just shoving rolls down. It'd be gross.
Hold on. Atreus
you'll be running to the bathroom to go put bleach in your eyes.
Atreus kind of have admitted they like Big Shirley's. So
no, that's gross. That's disgusting. Don't ever mention that to me. I never showed porn, and first of all, when I did, it's because Selena said she didn't know what a rim job was, so I just showed her on stream what a rim job was when we were on that stream with me and Kate.
Did you demonstrate it to yourself? Is that what you did? Like,
you can't see because I'm using a PNG tuber, but I'm shaking my head too, Iron.
I was like, there's no way. She said she's 40 and she was like, I don't know what a rich lies. Why did I believe her? Women lie all the time. I knew she was fucking with me. Good Lord, man. Hi, Nate. How you doing? White man.
I would use my PNG tuber, but apparently whenever the shotgun goes off, it just like takes the streams down. Like you can't show that online.
No,
but
okay. Context here. I was looking up the definition of it because I had forgotten over time. There's a difference between the word porn and pornography. We just saw it. So, what is someone's definition of porn then? Because most people's definition of porn is two people getting on camera and fucking.
Pornographic is an adjective. Porn and pornography are nouns.
Oh, thank you, you English scholar. Why don't you come butt fuck me right now?
Of course you would like that. I'm getting a severely repressed homosexuality coming from Mr. MSK.
The first thing you get, like,
now getting that.
His brain always goes to, what's the best way I can say that I want a dick in my face? Like, that's his response all the time, or somewhere on his body.
How can I project my own homosexuality as a joke amongst my friends?
I'm literally a flaming heterosexual. What are you guys talking about?
Yeah, sure you are.
Exactly. Like,
anyway, I'm sorry. Real quick, I'm sorry for derailing into like Goonergate and other miscellaneous topics. I know MSK, you actually had some things you want to hit this stream.
Just one.
Not white women, but
very professional stream around here, guys. Like, it's usually always on tracks. There's a lot of topics we go over. It's very professional.
Right. No one ever like says the N-word and then abruptly cuts the stream.
It never restarts after 3 minutes because somebody can't get the F word out of their mouth or the N-word.
First of all,
both in one sentence. You know.
Okay, this is all lies.
Not on this show.
There is context.
We don't do that here. This is family friendly.
There is context to these stories. First of all, Cyfax told me to say it. The society said it's the F word.
I mean, just leak our DMs, man. It's fine. It's all good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna send you a DM. You can leak this one on stream too. It's not gonna be nice, but here we go.
That's the thing is
it just a "Why are you gay" clip? Because
good Lord, dude. Oh, fucking hell! That's one of the society. I don't know if you saw the situation yesterday with your friend Nerdigans. Did you see the situation that happened with her and Grums?
Yeah, she's been talking about it for like the last 24 hours now. Her and Grumps have been going back and forth, but I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't know what the context is between why they're fighting right now. So to me, it's like literally the meme of like, you know, two handicapped people hitting each other with sticks.
Oh gosh. Oh God. Nerdigans, I didn't say that. So just, you know, I'm a professional at the end of the day. I really try to make sure my streams flow as best as they can, and they will always be on time and perfect. And we are not degenerates here, even though we love. Well, I don't watch porn anymore. I'm kind of off porn. Porn's overrated, in my opinion, honestly.
Are you trying to set a record for like the amount of lies you can tell in like a 2-hour show?
WZ said he's going to get me a counter for anytime I tell the truth.
He kind of does it every stream, so it's almost impressive at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nate left me tonight. He said, MSK, I'll be on your show, and then started game streaming. You fucking faggot.
Yeah, he was playing Beyond, as I like to call it, Depression, the game, starring Ellen Page. No, I'm sorry. The artist formerly known as Ellen Page.
Wait, is that The Last of Us or?
No. Beyond Two Souls. It's a good game. It's one of those. What's that studio again? Society? You just said it.
Didn't she try to sue them for that? But now she's literally a person who wants to have two souls. Be two different people. How does that work?
I think she wants to be anyone other than herself.
The response to that lawsuit should have been, "Look here, Two-Face."
When you see that transformation, it makes me want to be anybody who's never heard of her before. But that's
all I know about that game is that there at one point you can drive
Quantum Drain
character to such a depression that she's actually willing to blow a guy in the alleyway for food. So that's
sensational.
Crippling depression in the game, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, I've known girls
beyond depression.
How I got all my acting roles. The game, like.
I'm saying I've met some girls.
Just play the role of the prostitute in a GTA 5 game, or what? Like,
I'm just pointing out. If you guys ever met any girls that would blow you for some Taco Bell?
It wasn't even that. It was like for some dinner rolls.
Where did that come from? What?
You've never met girls in your life that would take your pants off and blow you for a McDonald's cheeseburger?
No,
usually it's just a few drinks, and that could be at somebody else's house, and I didn't even have to pay for them. So,
you use someone else's alcohol to get laid. You're so white.
Yeah. I called that I called that after party beyond free, but like...
Oh God. For those wondering, the MSK truth counter still sits at 0. It's almost went to 1 until MSK switched up this and said flaming heterosexual. Hey, if there was a lie counter here, it would be 0. I don't lie intentionally. I only lie to have some fun with you guys. I can fuck with you essentially, No? You guys believe me? Oh, you guys are fucking not my audience.
Oh, wow, that's a face.
Man, when you have 4 dudes on your stream and you say you want to fuck with them, I believe you.
Oh my God,
I actually believe that statement.
I'm not gay. You guys are weird. Godly, good Lord. Sexual women.
There's another statement that we don't believe.
God.
Exactly.
What do you want me to do on video? Show you I'm blowing a girl's back out or something with back shots?
I was waiting for you to say blowing a girl, and then that sentence just ended.
How else do you go down on them, Cyfax? Show me your strengths in this department.
Oh, I got massive jaw strength. It's great. But
me too. Hey, fist bump, bro.
Yeah, here you go.
Oh,
right there.
God, man.
This is the WWE event later.
Are you trying to show the girl that you just hooked up with? Jesus Christ, man.
Look at Gabriel Iglesias. What is this face? Oh, I'm in WWE.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's former women's champion Medusa. I mean, by former, I mean she was a champion literally like 50 years ago, and she has not aged gracefully since. But she was at tonight's show, so that's the thing that happened.
So it's like when you got to take a picture at 7 but stir a cauldron at 9. Is that outfit? Like, what's going on there?
I will say she doesn't look.
Hey, to be fair, she's like 80 or something.
Yeah, no.
She's like 55. She's not even as old.
Well, that's a different story.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Is she only 55? Jesus.
Hold on.
She's like 70.
Okay,
That's
61. So
great. That's a little rough for 61, I gotta say.
61?
That's kind of rough, dude. My mom is 65 and got in a bike accident in her 50s, and I don't know. She doesn't look that beat up.
Oh no, man! Like, if you put a bag over her head,
she got hit. My mom literally got hit by a semi truck, and it doesn't look that bad.
I'll be gracious and say that I've seen worse. Unfortunately, I have.
Mm-hmm.
But
oh yeah,
are you an EMT by any chance?
No. There are a lot of cougars at the bars in DC, so I've seen worse. I've seen worse than her.
Man. If you've seen some. Like just a few good solid years of meth will do to some of these chicks. My God, they look worse than that at 34. No joke.
Yeah. And you
like
already
irreversible.
Basically meth capital of the country. So
yeah.
What is the meth capital of the country?
Technically, it's Arizona, but Nevada's
called Sunlight, California
would like a run for that. I'm just saying, our California,
literally the town, the town I grew up in, but it was nicknamed The Rock by the cops out here because of how much meth was in there.
Yeah. People just be
it's where all the bikers, like Devil's Henchmen and the Mongols and stuff, used to run through.
Yeah,
it was
people
bad.
like California. People are like, oh, Arizona's the meth capital. Have you been here? Everyone here does meth. Every single person does meth or weed. They're literally losing their teeth. That's methed up. Sorry, that was a bad joke there. But you guys got one today. Hi, John. How you doing, man?
Anyway, if you haven't already, drop a like on the stream. Click subscribe.
Subscribe.
If you're an advocate against meth, hit like. Just do it.
Oh, who sent it? Who sent that in the group chat? Someone sent a video of the Assassin's Creed Shadows gameplay. Oh my god, that looks terrible.
Oh, when he's just running through brick walls or like the concrete walls, and they're just like, dude.
Yeah, I was talking about that a little bit ago.
Did you guys see the one where the guy said he's gonna go fuck his transgender dog girl?
Oh yeah, they're not talking about John Delarose, by the way. They're talking about one dev from Celico. Is that it? No, what's it was the deal game. Is it a racing game? The deal is it's a game, you know, they
said transgender dog girls. MSK, just pull up your bookmarks. You got it in there.
Okay, I'm definitely not doing that. So honored to have won the coveted Anti-Woke Game Awards Best Racing Game category as a trans woman. It's so comforting to see them prioritize diversity, equality, and inclusion. To celebrate, I'm going to have gay sex with my ragged, transgender dog girl. So someone just said, so straight sex.
Yeah,
just straight sex with more steps.
No, I think that thing is a dude, and he's banging another dude, but they're both cross-dressing and RPing is.
He's a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
This is another dude.
Yeah, when the most consistent floss you use is your boyfriend's ass hair, I don't know if that's a great fucking thing, dude. Come on.
That sounds riveting.
Dude, that mindset is just it's got to be horrible living with that kind of mindset, just doing
perma victimhood.
Spite. No, I'm not even talking about the victimhood, although that definitely plays a part in it. They do the victimhood because attention-seeking behavior. They need something. They don't want to do something or acquire a skill that makes them special. They don't want to put in the work for that. So the easiest thing is to just focus on something they are as opposed to something they could become. But yeah, it's just that that tweet just is dripping with spite, and it's just like, why? Why do you do what you do just to?
Because the main reason is that
some dudes showcased your game for free, basically, and you want to complain about it just because it's not the people you technically want to sell to. What if somebody liked your game preview, man,
and they weren't right wing? Yeah, the other thing to bring up in there is that I know what. I met Stuttering Craig. I met him earlier last year when they were.
I met him last year too.
Yeah, awesome
I met him at the Nerdrotic meetup.
He just wants to celebrate gamers, right? So a bunch of gamers, the logic with a lot of them, even if there's gay stuff in games that people don't like, I don't disagree with them on that actually either. They're like, hey, we just want good games. I don't really care about your political ideology. Just give me good games. Then they celebrate what that ideal is at the Real Game Awards, and these people went, how dare you? I don't want to be associated with you hateful bigots.
Yeah, Celico did that, and then I think the transgender or whatever that I don't know. I don't know what the hell it is. There's only two genders, by the way, according to the American government, though. So,
pretty sure that's just what logic dictates, but we made it official. Yeah.
But yeah, it's just that entire tweet is just like, why do you want to be spiteful? Why are you doing?
Yeah, the Celtac one was like,
why do you not want your game to sell to as many people as possible?
Yeah, the Celtac one that you just mentioned, not the Troon one, that one, the person literally said, I could care less if it sold less copies. I don't want to be associated with hateful people. Oh, so hateful is just having a different opinion. Like, man, fuck.
What's his name? Michael Jordan said it the best. He's like, hey man, Republicans buy shoes too. Like, that's the mindset you should go into when you're doing a business.
That's why when
everybody can buy my stuff, I don't care who. If you want to talk to me behind the scenes, maybe things will be different. But as far as it goes, you feel free to buy all my stuff.
Yeah,
shit, buy all of it. Like
that's why when some of these people are like, "Oh, we got to celebrate indie games," it's like, do you guys even know if those indie creators even like any of you? Like, it's one of those things where I don't know. I wouldn't be dipping into that pool. Most of them would also probably fall into that progressive left-leaning style. But the idea behind the awards is just not to care about that, and you're just here to promote good games. So I get there's a double-edged sword to it, fucking hell. But is that worth the backlash? Like, you're doing someone a favor out of the goodness of your own heart, and then they're mad at you for giving your game more exposure. It's like, you don't deserve it then.
It's not like he went out of his way to specifically choose that. It's what everybody around him chose, because he led it up to all the all of the followers and all the people that are associated with that or whatever. It's like, that's just what the community wanted. And it's like, so you're telling me it's just to say all those people are right-wing people and they still chose your game to talk about or whatever? Why are you mad about that? Like, that should be a good thing. Hey, look, we're bridging the
retarded, man. Wow. Yeah, they're just so politically stupid. They can't separate that someone could obviously like their game despite maybe not agreeing with their politics. Why can't people just understand that anymore? I don't have to agree with everything you've ever said and done in your life to like what you maybe do.
And they're still in that mindset where they conflate anything and this goes both ways, because we were just talking about how John and Melanie Mack, oh, you disagree with me? You're oppressing me. You're canceling me. You're a leftist. Trying to remove Christians from gamers. They're the same way. You disagree with everything I stand for. One thing I stand for. You're hateful. You're this, that. You're a bigot. Like,
oh, who are you? John Trent? Calm down, buddy.
Yeah.
I saw some of the people.
Case, so you disagree with one thing, he'll just abruptly leave your site altogether.
Yeah. I saw Kaida. He replied to that tweet, and I was thinking to myself, because a couple people called Kaida out, and like posted something that John Delaroz said, and he was like, "Look, we really don't like JDA right now," and the people he was arguing with under the transgenders tweet, they were like, "Oh, let me guess, you only didn't like him until recently." And it's like, actually, yeah, that's exactly what happened.
No, because people
also he's a furry.
People on that side legitimately think everyone on this side agrees with everything, and then everyone on this side thinks that everyone on that side agrees. It's just. Oh man, the sides are
because they're in a hive mind mentality, so they assume everyone else is too.
Yeah. You know what the funniest manifestations of that is, and this cracks me up every freaking time, even though he got on the news. And I hate to bring politics into the stream, but every time they're like, "Well, Mitt Romney is a Republican, Mitch McConnell's a Republican," and it's like, we don't like him.
Or it's the same thing with that Trump shooter. Someone was like, "Well, he's a registered Republican." Obviously not. He tried to murder someone.
Yeah, a registered Republican who donated to the Democrat Party. But it's
like the guy that sniped Trump in the ear last year. They were like, "Oh, he's a registered Republican." He's obviously not a Republican if he tried to kill the Republican candidate.
He also donated money to Act Blue.
Yeah,
how's that work?
Yeah, which Republicans are donating to the other
one
side?
Thing we can say about that Trump shooter without any doubt whatsoever, he totally acted alone, and there was no cohorts by any members of the National Intelligence Agency. So let's make sure we make that very, very clear before we move forward.
Yeah,
I cannot wait for Kash Patel to be in charge of the FBI. That's gonna be
that should be hilarious.
Dude,
the Indian guy, right?
I actually walked past the Hoover building.
It's like the CIA guy or whatever.
Is he not going to smell? Because I know any people smell a lot. They fucking stink. So,
nah, he's well groomed. He was on Sean Ryan, which I very much recommend. If you guys don't watch Sean Ryan, tune in. It's awesome. It really is.
I just want to point out, Tulsi Gabbard. She was a registered Democrat for a very long time. She obviously switched. So crazy logic, everyone. You can actually choose to switch your political affiliations. You can.
That's actually a perfect segue back into pop culture. Have you guys noticed that
black people should do crime?
No, what is it? Madam Hydra, Viper, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
The Madam Hydra from Falcon and the Winter Soldier and Thunderbolts. Have you guys noticed
Mary Louise Dreyfus or whatever?
Yeah, have you guys noticed she looks a lot like Tulsi Gabbard? Like almost exactly like Tulsi Gabbard.
Kind of.
No. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I saw that. I was like, huh?
It wouldn't surprise me at all. Let's be honest, it's Disney at the end of the day, so it wouldn't be a shocking revelation.
And dude, I can't wait for that movie. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm gonna rip it up on every stream I can get on.
Remember,
you got tickets for
2 months ago, they announced that runtime was 2 hours and 45 minutes. Now they're announcing that it's basically an hour and 50 minutes, which means that whatever version of the movie that we get in theaters here in a couple of weeks is a gutted version of that film. And they did that for the sole reason that if it was a legit 3-hour movie, there's no way they would ever make any money off this whatsoever. People will not go see it multiple times. They would see it once and they wouldn't see it again. So they cut it to 2 hours to get more screens so they can try and make their money back.
They might not even go see it. People might go into the theater, watch like half of it, and be like, "This is crap," and then walk out and demand a refund.
That movie's cut up. That movie's cut up more than the trans activists that are rooting for it, man.
Oh right, okay.
That thing is shattered.
So thank you, BS Warren, for the perfect segue, because I would want to have sex with a woman right now, but I'm talking to you fucking worthless, disgusting, cloud chasing, useless fucks. All right.
Your couch is right behind you, man.
Actually, it's in the other room.
Is that Vizio box in the back of the room been moved yet, or is it still there?
Why are you analyzing?
Are you vacuum?
He does have a couch now. He does have a couch.
My couch is in the other. That's where I read my comic books. I just lay on the couch.
I mean, you might as well charge that box rent. I mean,
yeah, that's a good point.
Why?
No. The box charges him rent.
Oh my gosh!
To be fair, that couch is probably pulled out way more times than he's ever got to. So
yeah.
Oh, okay. Before we go into the topic for that video, I want to save this tweet in the group chat because John Malin just roasted EVS. Just pointing out.
Really?
Malin did?
Mm-hmm. I'll just put it. We can't go over it right now because I need to get that video done. But he basically just called out what Trashcast is right in his post. So if he ever deletes it, someone save that shit. So if he said he never said it.
I'm getting it right now because he will delete it.
Good Lord. Oh God.
John Malin is one of the most impulsive human beings on the planet. I didn't say it out loud. I knew Cecil was going to catch shit from John at some point. I knew that he was. And I know it's not my place to talk or postulate, but I said to myself, I literally days before John and Cecil got into it on, I think it was the Jack Show or whatever, about like about like the nerdrotic stuff, about nerdrotic not covering it.
Wasn't that biggest?
Please help me, nerdrotic. You sound like a woman, John.
No, dude, you have to go back and bookmark that post. That post was like, do I have to blow my fucking brains out like Ed Piscor to have F&T notice me? I'm like, dude, you sound like a woman. You sound like a literal woman.
Dude, for how much I don't watch any of the Comicsgate bullshit and all those people, I pretty much don't watch any of their stuff. I've never seen more dramatic bitch-made people than anybody associated with that shit consistently. It's just like every day there's new drama with them, and
every hour.
Draw your fucking comic, make your fucking comic, talk about it, and try to sell it, man. Why is it always like attacking other people?
Graham Nolan on, and
why?
People were like, well, because the hypocrisy was, well, they won't promote people from Comicsgate. It's like, what? Nerdrotic literally had Graham on his show. Oh, but no, that's just one guy. What do you even want? Fucking hell! It's like you
more
can't
likely
win.
the other people won't go on there, even if you were to invite him. Or you know what? Actually, if you did invite him, then they would have to turn their back on the other person, and it's like, oh my god! And it's
and they're ass mad because they want to be on the show. They want their stuff plugged. They want to make money.
Well, I think when I learned about EVS. When I learned about EVS through YouTube and stuff, I think he was on like a Nerdrotic show or Flashcast or some shit, and it's like he would come on there, and it's like, okay, cool, and then he'd be one of the people that would sit there and draw during it, and I'm like, that's cool, show off your talent, or whatever in the background. There's a lot of those dudes who do that, and I'm like, that's cool, but then they transfer over to just the YouTube side of things, and it's like, you're not that entertaining or interesting to listen to for this long, so I would stop watching their shit or whatever. I don't know, man. It's like, just make your fucking comic, dude. Do the thing you're good at. If you're a good artist, go be an artist, man. Don't sit on here and talk shit about other people that are doing the thing that you're pretending to say that you're doing. It's like it's a running joke now where people have empty boxes and they're like, oh, look at all my EVS comics.
Yeah. But yeah, like 4 days before that happened, man, I knew something. I was sitting there thinking to myself, like, I know Ethan isn't gonna dare say shit against Cecil because everybody loves Cecil. It's gonna be John because John cannot fucking control himself. He is impulsive. He is minute he gets sand in his vagina, he lashes out. And guess what? That's exactly what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And Cecil caught a crap load of shit for it.
Yeah, I'll just go over the tweet really quickly here. We're going to do the topic as society gets back. Before he gets back, we'll do it really quickly here. Because everyone went, oh, man, just everything Eric does just goes off on these people. Like, literally, Eric could, like, open his asshole and fart. And that would, people just have issue with everything. Like, recently,
is that why you go to the Ripper First meetups at MSK?
You know, one day it might happen. So Eric has had his fair share of fuck ups, but the people he hires, even the Saskas, are creatives that have some kind of understanding of story and art. Indie companies do poor decisions all the time. And speaking of your friend EVS, holy shit. For the first time, Eric has hired a completely unqualified person, semi-attractive, half-shaved head, choker ex-satanist to represent his company and speak with authority in a market she admittedly doesn't know. Toss in her lack of humility and eagerness for internet shit talk vids, and that speaks to me of a proxy bait back to his monetized hater strategy, but clean hands for him. That's worth some conversations. Trashcast goes hard on Eric, even if he farts. That isn't for me. So that's right there directly shitting on EVS. So people always go like, well, you don't know what he means there. I mean, who runs Trashcast? Obviously Ethan. He's a fucking loser. If Eric July goes to war with CG through this chick, though, that pisses me off. Well, Eric's not going to go to war with CG. He doesn't even care if you exist. For being honest,
it sounds like he's bringing up Gothics, right?
Yeah, that's exactly who he's bringing up. Which, for the record, this has largely gone unnoticed by the majority of the community because Gothics is talking about it, but like nobody fucking cares because nobody pays attention to CG.
Yeah, well, the thing that stands out to me is like toss in her lack of humility. Humility would be able to, like, you know, criticize yourself and stuff. And an ex Satanist, right? And freely admits that she switched over. Like, I think you need a little bit of humility to realize that, don't you? Wouldn't you need a little bit of that? So yeah, that right there is a blatant fucking lie.
Yeah, he does, and exactly. He doesn't have any. That's why he can't see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just stuff like that. It's like you're flat out lying, but okay. That's really you instead.
Flat out lie just cause without any rhyme or reason. Like, she's not hired to make comics. She was hired to do content creation as far as being a spokesperson. Also, if we're talking about Gothics, what about that retarded, ugly trailer park bitch Katie did, who was a complete
mint salad
comic band. Katie did literally is what they claim Gothics is, but Gothics never claimed to be some comic book. Gothics never claimed that she read comics or any of that shit. Katie did is literally a fake comic book fan. She has no comic knowledge at all, except you consider that manga. But that's what people were talking about. We're talking about manga. We're talking about Marvel, DC, Image, Dark Horse, all that other bullshit. Fucking actual fake grifting bitch right there. I would legit call her a grifter. I don't even call people that. But
my understanding of it is Gothics is essentially acting as a promoter for.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
that's what it sounds like.
Katie did do the exact same thing for CG. She just gets on her knees and licks the fucking ball sweat off EVS's nutsack. Like, that's what she does. She's the exact same thing that they're saying that Gothics is. I find that so weird that they're like, you know what? That's our last straw. A spokesperson. Katie gets on her fucking knees for free for every Comicsgate person. Her only comic she's ever read was the Cecil book, Black Riding Hood. Really?
Oh, I thought you were going to say Cash Grab.
Cash Grab. I will say real quick, Cash Grab's a freaking banger.
I will say, you know what? I'll give him that. That's a banger name. I will give him that.
No, dude, just the story. I have the first Cash Grab. I went and I got
Did you like it?
back in. Yes, I did, which is fucking insane because
a lot of people really like it.
Yeah, because dude, I got it like in 2023 in the summer. Long after the campaign wrapped up, because Cecil was in person at Garden State Comic Fest, and I went. That was back when I still hung around Comicsgate, but I was there. Vaughn was there, and dude, that freaking book, that's funny. Like, I normally can't stand meme comics. I don't like comedy comics. I think they're honestly, most of them, I think they're a waste of paper. I really do.
Yeah,
But I read Cash Grab. I read Cash Grab twice, like just the first one. And I mean, I have the art book. I'm not real big on just art books in general.
Me neither.
Yeah, I'm a story guy. That's what I grew up focusing on, because I didn't have the physical comic books that I was able to get. I had to get everything digitally because there was no comic book shop in my town. But yeah, dude, Cash Grab is freaking phenomenal. And I'm gassed up for the first one or second one. That's it's gonna rock. I already know. And he's talked about how he's got like designs and stuff for the I say designs in the sense of like plans. He's got plans for like the third one too in the works. Like he's worked on. I know he's worked on the story to at least some degree. But yeah, it's Cash Grab is absolutely phenomenal. It's a freaking riot. You're especially if you got your head screwed on straight and you do not like the shit we've seen for the last 4 years at all. You're guaranteed to love it. So. Yeah.
I would even say most of come on, I haven't read through a lot of the CG books, but there's still some good stuff that I've read in the mainstream as well. Like some of the indie creator stuff is not written good at all. You see why some of it doesn't sell, but I understand because you have to kind of grow as a creator. So I'm willing to invest into people, as they could just grow with writing, because like they're always going to pay for good art because art is how a book sells in general. But writing technique, I would say has to improve over time, please.
Yeah, writing, there are a lot of creators out there that try to skip out on the cost of an editor. You can't do that. You need an editor because there's going to be stuff in your book that you're going to miss some stuff in your book. It doesn't matter.
Well, you need someone to be like, hey, this is not a good idea here or whatever, because
that's a developmental editor right there. You can actually, like, I got away without a developmental editor for Young Monarch.
Oh, okay.
You need some people call it a line editor. You need a copy editor and a proofreader. You need a copy editor and a proofreader to go through everything and make sure your sentence structure is strong. You make sure there's no spelling errors, that kind of thing, because that shit is guaranteed to piss your readers off. It doesn't matter, and it doesn't matter how good the story is if it's incoherent or just you can't read it, it's illegible. Then I mean, people are going to want to buy book 2 or anything else from you. Additionally, some people, I mean, the typesetting, I was able to figure out the typesetting for my book on my own.
Mm-hmm.
Typesetting is like formatting it for the pages and stuff. It's a different process for the lettering process is very different for comics. And I don't know, there aren't a lot of letterers out there as far as I know.
Unless you're gonna go to the Eric Weathers guy, which is the EVS person.
Yeah, no, Eric is like the big letterer. Like he's
unless you can hire me, I know how to write and read very well, as you guys.
Nah, it's like a specific kind of. It's almost like a specific caliber of art that you need for it.
Oh,
like
yeah.
for lettering, because you gotta draw like explosion bubbles. You gotta draw text, like stuff like that. Like I will say there are still some. Who was it? The letterer. I don't know their name. The letterer for Jane Foster's Thor. The story was not good at all. But the letterer for Jane Foster's Thor was really good. The letterer for Thor is usually like top tier, like S level. So
okay.
But yeah. You said you wanted to get into a topic, and I'm
that's up one. Time to have some fun. All right. Hey everyone, I'm MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about, did the mainstream media lie about Captain America 4's budget? So Captain America 4 is coming out on Valentine's Day.
You say Captain America Thor?
Did I say Thor? All right, hold on. Restart. Nope, fucking Nick.
Whoa, I'll be right
back. Man, people smoke crack, and you shouldn't do that.
I'll be right back. I got to refill my drink for this.
Woo! Good thing I got to save there. Woo! Always the white guy saving me. I'm glad you guys are here. You guys saved my ass. I love black people. I don't.
I'm going to the bathroom.
He left
I'm
me.
just gonna drink this big old gallon of like water that I have. I'll go there right now. So.
That's society. Don't lie. That's moonshine. I will say that real quick. My dad, he used to have a gallon-sized milk jug just like that, one of the big plastic ones in the liquor cabinet, and on the side, written in Sharpie, it said "not water." So,
oh shit! Not water will go blind.
Yeah, exactly. All right, now I'll be right back.
Okay, so when they're
once you get past that menthol, it's not really as bad.
So right when they get back, we'll do the video. I just have to make sure I had the right stuff here because there's covering the ticket sales really quickly, and then there's going over the actual live they did. Give me 1 second here. Okay, so now I have it because I would have to use Ryan's video because I didn't save these articles back in the day on Twitter because back in the day I didn't used to bookmark shit, so I should have just straight up bookmark shit. But we'll use Ryan's video at the end part of it, honestly. So I have structure. I have everything lined up here. We're a good, well-oiled content making machine here. No.
Sure.
God,
Load up on drugs, kill your friend to see.
So what happened to Space Honkies?
That's a dead show.
Really?
I like
more.
Space.
It was good. I was just timing and everything. We couldn't get on the same page as far as like getting it. Like the time, it was mainly just a time frame. There's no really any other reason. I hate that it's gone. If we can work something else out, maybe restructure it, maybe get the timing right again, then it'll come back.
He still left the group chat too. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, I noticed that. I figure he'll reach out if there's anything wrong. I think he just didn't want to be in the group chat anymore.
Man, group chats are fun. I don't know why anyone wouldn't want to be in. There's always fireworks going off in that shit. Like one day,
might be why. Maybe it's just like this is just too much BS all the time, and I can see why that can happen. But I just if I get annoyed by it, I just don't pay attention to it for a couple of days.
Yeah, that's what I don't get with some people. It's like you don't have to look at it all the time. Like, what are you doing? Or turn off the notifications.
Yes, them's the rules.
Oh God, man. Fucking hell.
No, I figured if there was something wrong, he'd just reach out. But
all right, I'm back. Sorry, they're cooking some Cuban food downstairs, man. That shit smells bomb as fuck.
Can you nice. Invite me over to eat it?
No.
Well,
not at all. No, I'm not doing that.
People downstairs are way more respectable than I am, and geez, I'm surprised I'm even on here.
MSK, you're the type of person someone would
downstairs cooking Cuban food.
What's up?
You got Cuban neighbors or something cooking the Cuban food?
No, it's one of my best friends. He's practically my brother. I'm in a
yeah.
So we run a warehouse here. It's like I do a bunch of woodworking and everything downstairs, but I basically hang out here like 90% of my time on my free time.
Pretty much where his house is at.
I basically live here, so
I literally
it's way more convenient and as cheap as fuck. So,
dude, I even asked if you and Bob, who loves movies, can join the group chat. No one answered me.
You asked me?
You ain't invited me to join your group chat.
I asked people.
I'm in nobody's group chat.
Go ahead anything.
I asked if they could join. Nobody answered.
In the group chat. I'll add them right now.
Nobody pays attention to what I'm talking. Anything I say.
Because you say a bunch of weird shit all the time.
Yeah.
I do zone out like 90% of what you say.
MSK, you're the type of person who someone invites to the cookout, then like 5 minutes later you're getting beat down by somebody's uncle. Like, you're that guy.
Do you think I go outside? That's a joke's on you. Go outside. That's crazy.
Yeah, and the problem is I'm the white guy that shows up and they're like, "This is my new uncle. I'm gonna beat your ass." Not like
yeah, I thought you were already in the group chat, man. My bad. And Cyfax.
Yeah,
I'm already in there.
I'm mainly on. I guess on X, sort of. I don't really talk, but I'll respond if people ask me stuff.
Good Lord.
Right. Is that Gallows the Media?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I could have added them if you wanted me to.
I got it. Boom. Done.
Good Lord. Let me add. I don't know, Bob. Does Bob want to be in? If he leaves, that's Bob.
Full Metal Nate is correct. Stunner into the fire pit is what you deserve. No.
What did I do? MSK is the person you invite to the cookout you don't want to stay too long at.
Yeah,
exactly.
He's the one you invite to the cookout and give the wrong address to accidentally.
Mm-hmm.
He's like the only black guy that would show up with fucking peas in the potato salad. Like you're like, how were you raised so wrong?
No, he's the one that shows up to the cookout with
my
like
bad.
the box of cookies that he just bought from Vaughn's 5 minutes ago.
Who shops at Vaughn's anymore? That's crazy. We don't have one here anymore. People were apparently stealing from it too much, so they had to leave town. Not kidding. That was the actual reason.
Hooray, California.
Vallarta, man. Vallarta's pretty dope.
I actually liked Vaughn's. Food was great if you bought them from the deli, but
Yeah, Vaughn's is good. I like Vaughn's.
Yeah. Vaughn's used to have it was like a better version of Subway. They had their
Yeah.
delis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I loved it.
Like you could get a cheap sandwich. It used to be. I used to be able to get like a
box of chicken,
$6 sandwich. That was way better than Subway.
Yeah,
it was
12
crazy.
pieces of chicken for like $10. Like, man, I miss it so much, man. It's an awesome place we used to have here. But all the fucking homeless meth heads and black people would only steal because they don't get fucking jobs.
Yep, it's always the black people's fault, isn't it, MSK? Hey,
Who else
MSK,
is
are the black people in the room with you right now?
They're not. They're outside. They're outside robbing somewhere right now.
Look at his background. Would you be able to tell? No.
Wait, you guys can see his background? Can you guys see MSK right now?
I see eyes.
You know what? You're right. No.
No, I haven't been able to see him since he restarted the stream.
Oh
It's
my
just
goodness.
I just see the black screen up on
I
my
never
top
restarted any streams. Cyfax told me to say it, and society called me a cracker. So
Yeah, that's revisionist history.
So you're saying I'm Melanie Mac? God,
Yes.
damn, I'm just getting insulted always around. All right, let's talk about Captain African America.
To be fair, I filter all the racist shit I'm about to send to MSK through society, so it might have been true. Like,
What do you guys think? Okay, we're not going to that. Okay, we gotta go. I don't have too much time here tonight. I got a lot of stuff to do. I got a lot of videos to edit, a lot of thumbnails to make, a lot of girls to bang.
So you're just
a lot
continuing
more lying to do.
We have been here for 2 hours and we have not addressed a single topic.
There is only one topic, you white man. God damn.
Exactly. We have
God, what
one
do you-
topic.
What do
We
you
have
want
not
from me?
reached it.
Get on my knees and lick your balls or something? God damn it.
projection.
Sweet Christmas, man.
Well, Christmas is later on this year. We're like in Valentine's Day coming up. I'm not going to have a Valentine's this year because Valentine's Day is overrated trash because I prefer to be a single hot rich guy on Valentine's Day.
That's what sad only
you don't
people
wanna
say
bring
all the time.
That's what I was about to say.
You don't want to bring your fictional date to see like a way more actually successful black dude on screen?
Whoa. Maybe I'll. Oh, fucking hell. No, I don't want to take her to a movie theater. She might try blowing me. That'd be horror, man.
Yeah, sure. That would be whore. Just WHORE, whore.
Isn't it weird how all of MSK's lies are heterosexual, but his fantasies are homosexual?
Yeah.
I've noticed that.
Wow. Are you guys making like the Injustice League or the Legion of Doom against me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, man. All right.
Are you guys trying to corner me with my own lies? How dare you?
Hey, I'm John De La Rose. I don't like
How
you
dare you
saying
use my own words against me?
Hey, if JDA can do it, I can do it too. I just gotta ignore you guys and just go talk to a Mexican woman.
You
Then.
guys are canceling me by convincing me that I'm gay.
Oh,
So he's very anti-women until he brings up any of his ideas or thoughts or anything, and then it sounds very woman-like.
Good Lord, man.
Maybe he's just jealous of women because they have sex with all the men.
You know what?
I think you're onto something there. You're onto
I
something
shit
there.
on modern women because they deserve it. You guys do too. All you agree with me. You just don't do it publicly. Fuck off. All you guys are gaslighting bastards. Good Lord, man.
I'm not the only one who's gay.
Oh gosh. All right. Let's talk about Captain Nagger Monkey. Okay. So.
Did he just freeze out in the middle of that?
I was almost
like,
had you in
that'd
the
be
first half,
perfect.
not gonna lie. Almost had you in the first half, not gonna lie. Hey, that's why they call me the closer. Whenever I was playing basketball, when I was Stephen Curry, I would close out games.
Oh, Nate, I was
we're gonna close this stream
I
out.
thought they called you the closer because you were there after the game was done and you were wiping up the floors because no one let you play.
I was never last pick.
So here's the thing about being in the closet, Nate. In order to be in the closet, people will not have to know that you're actually in there. So
I'm just pointing out, when gay people say it's normal being gay, why are you in a closet then? And you were scared to come out to people. Yeah, it's almost like it's not normal to be gay. But I digress. That's a society thing he talked about in his Bible Lens podcast. Lord, I'm not a bottom G. All right. Hey everyone, I'm MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about, did the mainstream shill media lie about Captain America's Brave New World movie production budget? So this movie comes out on Valentine's Day 2025 and has been a movie that has been in production hell for quite some time. So this movie has been basically reshot, restructured multiple times, test screenings that have failed, but we are finally going to be getting this movie come Valentine's Day. Now, as you guys know, for me, I'm going to be taking a girl out to go see the movie. We're going to end up having sex after the movie, but during the movie, she might blow me. So I might be getting a happy ending during the movie or after the movie. But nevertheless, this is a movie that, a lot of people think is going to fail at the box office. Now, I will be completely fair here because, the media, people know how the media works. They get told stuff to say because of how much viewership and reach they have. So when they say something, the average person is not going to question it. Now, the other thing to bring up is even if the movie's budget is $180 million, let's just say it is, just for argument's sake here. If you count in the marketing budget for it, it would be anywhere between $220 million because big blockbusters like this one usually have marketing budgets of $60 to $80 million anyway. Even if it's not a balloon budget, it would still need to hit about $700 million to break even and or make profit for the studio. So it'd be screwed either way. Either it's more screwed with a completely bigger budget, or it's less kind of screwed with a smaller budget. But either way, it's still fucked. To be completely honest here. Smaller budget, fucked. Bigger budget, fucked. But now, we have several things to go over. So last time we talked about the movie, the opening weekend is going to be about predicted $80 to $95 million, which is, I guess, good considering how big the movie is. But that's only domestic. Worldwide, it would have to do a lot better. So apparently, this movie's pre-sale tickets are lower than Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Also, later on the video, Ryan Cannell actually had bookmarked the movies that they directly lied about their budget on. I'll be honest here, I would have had these too, but I literally didn't bookmark these articles way back in the day. So now on Twitter, I make sure to bookmark stuff. But let's go over this. Captain America, Brave New World's pre-sales nowhere near Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, according to box office analysts. Also, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania is absolute dog shit. Worthless piece of garbage. The main villain lost to ants. Yeah, this was also a big fail. The main
dog shit that endorses socialism, by the way, which is despicable.
Good
socialist ants, thank you very much.
Okay, fucking hell. The big bad Kane. We was Kane's. The big black man, Jonathan Majors, was supposed to be the Thanos of this new multiverse saga that they failed at since the start of Phase 4. Motherfucker lost to ants in his movie. He lost to fucking ants. How are you supposed to be scared of that guy? Yeah, this is what happens when your movie company hires black people because all they do is cause crime. You knew it was going to happen. You knew they were.
He's out here losing to ants. He's out here losing to white women. I mean, how can this guy win? Come on.
The best part of
an endless series of L's.
The best part of Quantumania was when it was revealed that Kang was blowing out, Wasp's mom's back. That's the best part of the movie. Other than that, pretty fucking bad. So, Captain America, Brave New World, pre-sales received an update that shows how the movie compares to other Marvel Cinematic Universe entries. After Chris Evans led the MCU's Captain America trilogy, Anthony Mackie now gets the chance to start one of his own. No, there will be no trilogy of Anthony Mackie's Captain America, unless they literally just wanted to shit money just to make his movies. They're not doing it. Sam Wilson's first Captain America film will be the first of 3 MCU movies to be released in 2025. After 2024 saw Deadpool and Wolverine pass the coveted $1 billion mark at the box office. All eyes are on whether Marvel's upcoming movies will see similar success. Short answer, no, as society always says.
Yeah, no, they're not, by the way. Everyone can see these movies as they kind of are, like with Spider-Man and then this. They're standalone kind of things that are separate from the actual universe, basically. And it's like, yes, these specific ones will do well because of external factors. When you look at every other Marvel stuff, you instantly know, like, no, that's not making it might make 500 million, which used to be good, but when your budgets are 200 even, that's not
You're
good.
being generous there too.
You're making
$500 million would be even that's a stretch. They might barely make $400 million.
Yeah, it's like, oh, cool, guys, we covered our catering budget. Great, let's do another one.
And tickets are now out for Captain America: Brave New World. On Twitter, box office analyst Luis Fernando revealed that Captain America: Brave New World's pre-sales are nowhere near Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and it was also revealed it's nowhere even near the Marvels. So that's not good. That is bad because the Marvels it's the biggest fucking MCU bomb ever at this point. That's not good at all. And that movie had 3 women in there. Apparently, women love superhero movies, yet they didn't support the Marvels. It's almost like when women are just fake comic book fans, but I digress. The movie opened on the same weekend in 2023 as the new Captain America film. However, the pre-sales of the upcoming MCU movie are outpacing box office bombs like the Marvels and Joker 2. Captain America: Brave New World is on par with Marvel's Eternals, which had a domestic opening weekend of $71 billion, and we knew Eternals bombed, and that was a fucking steaming pile of horse shit. That's the worst MCU movie. Straight up trash. That said, the analyst thinks Captain America: Brave New World's release could receive a boost from Deadpool and Wolverine's success. That's a lie. That's not transferable. That's not happening. No,
this analyst is a freaking moron. He is. Additionally, there's no way that budget is 180 million. I thought the number that they originally threw out a while back was 380 million. That's what I thought they said a while ago.
That was IMDb, which I'll cover later because I actually saved that.
Okay.
While Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania ended up being a box office disappointment, it is easy to understand why Captain America: Brave New World's pre-sales are nowhere near the third Ant-Man film. Disney Plus's Loki did a masterful job of propping up Kang the Conqueror to be a frightening figure. Yeah, a lot of black men are frightening because they don't fucking stay there for their kids and they're usually on welfare and food stamps. So that's pretty shocking in of itself to be a fucking poor, poverty-stricken black person. The arrival of the MCU's new main villain after Thanos was a huge selling point of Quantumania, which also didn't make it better. Even though people knew Kang was going to be in there, that was his big debut as a villain. Didn't matter. It just didn't matter at all. No one gave a fuck.
Do they even know what the definition of selling point is? It means you can use it to advertise the movie and convince people to spend money on it.
Yep.
Dude, vast majority, Nerdrotic already talked about this a lot. The overwhelming majority of the world population has no idea who freaking Kang the Conqueror is. He is a D-list. He is 100% a D-list Marvel villain. There are so many other guys. There's Magneto, Doctor Doom. There are Galactus. They could bring in anybody else.
You forgot something. That this Kang is black. So that should mean that he'd be popular, right?
Yeah. So they invited the Hood.
They assume the amount of money they would make is the amount of money they can make for a black Kang is equal to how small they can make him on a Chinese poster. But in opposite correlation, like the smaller you can make them, the more money you make. That's obviously what they're going for.
It's like Yasuke with Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Oh, exactly. God. That added to the charm of the previous 2 Ant-Man movies led by Paul Rudd resulted in a domestic opening weekend of $106 million. Yeah, but what about worldwide? How about that? Captain America: Brave New World starts a new version of the Captain America franchise that stars a character who spent most of his time in the MCU as a supporting player. Yeah, people like Falcon. He's not Captain America. Keep in mind, people who haven't read comics, and I know most of you haven't,
dude,
his Captain America does not sell. Like, I'm just pointing out here, his Captain America does not sell. People do not buy his books. They get canceled multiple times. At this point right now, we're doing this video. Right now, in 2025, they're doing a mini series. They're doing 4 issues of it because they know it can't be an ongoing series because they know it will have horrible sales. This is happening right now.
And all they ever do is rehash old Captain America plots. Like they take the most iconic Captain America stories, like the Cap Wolf arc, and they ham fist Sam Wilson into it. It doesn't sell at all, and it's not even remotely appealing to the audience.
If he had Super Soldier Serum, it'd be a lot better. Like there's ways you could have made him Captain America to some degree, not as far as like name value, but make his power set different something. But no, it was a bad idea in the comics that doesn't sell, and it's going to be a terrible idea here. Adding to that, Mackie Sam Wilson replaces Chris Evans' Steve Rogers, who was one of the faces of the MCU. This makes the film's job hard, but with action-packed trailers, that suggests a Captain America the Winter Soldier tone and Red Hulk added to the mix. The new MCU movie can do quite well. With good reviews, Captain America Brave New World could get a boost through walk-up sales. Okay, so that I slightly agree with. Yes, by word, the only way this movie makes money is if it has good word of mouth. If it has shit word of mouth, it's tanking. That's it. It has to. The only
other thing that it has going for it, and me and DA have looked at it for about a month after this movie releases. There's no other big movie that comes out for literally a month, or maybe it might even be like 5 weeks. So over a month, even there's nothing else that's really going to be out there other than random like indie movies and stuff like that. So it's going to be
Red Eyes, right? That slasher movie. That slasher movie might make more than this.
Look,
that's
horror movies do okay and everything. I'm just saying, like this is going to be the block, but it's going to be on the marquee. It's going to be the biggest thing. It's going to have all the posters for about a month or so. So it's going to be the most seen thing at a movie in theory, like just visually seeing it. Not saying people are actually going to go actually watch it,
but
it's the biggest one that's there.
Yeah, but that's the thing with your. I mean, I don't disagree, but like that happened with other MCU movies as well.
It doesn't mean they're going to do well.
The only movie.
I'm just saying that's the only chance it has.
Do well. Yeah. According to a report from Deadline, Captain America: Brave New World is projected to have an $86 to $95 million 3-day domestic opening. So that's not worldwide. Keep on there. With its Valentine's Day / President's Day weekend boost leading to a $100 million figure. With good word of mouth and positive reviews, the Captain America movie could have good legs. Based on the footage we've seen so far, I think the movie looks great. Well, yeah, of course you guys have to say that. You guys have to say that.
You're fucking lying. Like, yeah, the person's absolutely
lying. Every report of every test screening up to this point says the movie is freaking
boring.
Yeah.
They call it boring.
Look. I know people that actually work there at Marvel or whatever, and they're not saying anything good about it. But they've also seen Thunderbolts, and they're like, hey, Thunderbolts is actually fun. And that movie's not for a few more months. They don't even go out of their way to talk about this one. And they fucking work there. And
so
they're just like, nah.
No, bigots,
but what's funny is like they'll debunk some stuff that some people say on here, and they're always right because they literally work there. But
so can I have
this one? Come to one of the meetups, man.
Okay.
Those people show up there, and we don't talk about their names because we're not trying to get anyone to fire.
True.
But
they would want to be associated.
When you work on those, when you literally work on those sets, they literally have the most direct insider information.
That's true. And I'm saying they would want to be associated with me because I'm rich, tall, good-looking, successful. As you guys know the spiel. All right. And Red Hulk should be a major source of interest for general audiences, translating it into ticket sales. Okay, I guess.
No, they didn't build any intrigue with it. They just showed Red Hulk. Look, we have a Red Hulk.
We have a Hulk,
and it's Harrison Ford. You can tell it's Harrison Ford.
Warren, you got to do better, dude. You just got to do better, Warren.
Think of the t-shirt sales.
Think of the lunch boxes we're going to sell.
They could probably make more money off selling a shirt that says "You got to do better, Senator," and they would make more money off that. Like, it's just would.
Think of the 20-pound popcorn bucket that's the size of a car bumper. Y'all seen that thing yet?
Oh gosh,
it's literally the popcorn.
It looks
bucket
terrible too.
Yeah, it's literally shaped like the top, like the Red Hulk from the shoulders up. And you eat out of his traps.
Dune had the right popcorn bucket, and it was because it was accurate. Like there's always too much teeth, but you know what it was used for.
Oh my gosh! Okay,
No, and I think because the Dune bucket went viral, I think that's why they're pushing these popcorn buckets so freaking hard now.
Okay,
Like
so
I will say the
coming out with a special
Ghostbusters
for
one was pretty
everything.
cool. The one like you could hit the button, it pops up. That was actually kind of cool. Somebody bought one at one of the things I went to, and I was like, all right, but it's not worth $45 fucking. But
Yeah,
whatever.
no.
I just want to point out that test screenings themselves for a lot of movies that have been deemed not good, they've not worked out. Like I remember hearing test screenings were good for Black Adam. Remember, test screenings for Black Adam were considered good or favorable, but we saw the movie, it was not good. So test screenings, yeah, can go either way. But like I think the review embargo for this movie is lifting toward the day it has to come out. The review embargo comes out on fucking Thursday. That that shit is good.
That's another big tell too, is when the review embargo lifts either the day of or even like late at night the night before that it fully releases. You just know
what happened for G.I. Joe
terrible.
Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes had a review embargo lift like 2 hours fucking before it was released. Oh, that movie was so trash.
Wasn't like even Deadpool Wolverine, it was like almost a week and a half, almost 2 weeks before they were like, yeah, go ahead and talk about it or something. And it was like all the movies that do shit like that, those ones always tend to blow up. They're like, oh dude, you're already ready to talk about it, go for it.
Yeah, because they're just does well. What they made.
Exactly.
While
these guys have no confidence in what they put together.
While it will not pass $1 billion, that's true. I agree. It's not hitting $1 billion at all. It barely might make $400 million.
I don't even think it's going to hit that opening weekend projection, to be honest.
Wait, come on. It all depends on international. If the international audience hits, maybe. I'm saying maybe it might happen. But then again, you're probably right too. I'm convinced Captain America: Brave New World. Captain America: Brave New World could be a success. Yeah, is this movie coming out in China? Yeah, I don't know if Chinese people like black people all that much, honestly.
Nah. Japan, Korea, and probably other Asian countries are probably not real fond of black people now either. After all the,
I'm being honest here. I agree with that.
Oh, Captain! Shit! God damn it!
Good Lord, man.
You all right?
I think he's dying from Captain America. Oh God!
Yeah, I'm dying. No, I was gonna say Captain Johnny Somali.
Okay, so
Captain Johnny Somali, fentanyl America, man.
Oh, good Lord, you're insane. So we had this tweet from the Hollywood handle. So obviously, probably a little bit of a shill there. Captain America: Brave New World is now on track to earn $90 million on its domestic box office opening weekend. Similar numbers to Deadpool and Black Panther. The film had a budget of $100 million. So I want people to understand this. So we're going to talk about the actual budgets here about why Marvel lies in Ryan's video, okay? So when someone does a reshoot of something, okay, do you guys think, not you guys, obviously, on video, do you idiots out there think that people go to work for free? So when they redid the entire movie, everyone just went back to set and just did all that shit for free. The directors, the producers, the writers, the caterers, the makeup people, the set designers, yeah, they all just went back and just did shit for free.
What they did is that they pulled out their contracts and it says, you got work to do. Get back in there.
Yeah, I think
there's probably something in their clauses where it's like, hey, we need an extra scene to 3 or something like that. They might be able to pull some bullshit like that in their contracts. Yeah. But the way that it's been talked about and the way that we've heard about it, like it sounds like they reshot the whole thing and then they made like a goulash of the couple of shoots that they made. And every time they do it, it just sounds like just as bad, if not worse, or sometimes, it's slightly better. And it's like, dude, when the reviews are coming out or the test screening reviews are a 3 to 4 at best, come on, man. Like, I get that they might be hypercritical about stuff just to try to help along, but this movie's doomed to fail, man. It just is.
Yeah, because that's what people need to understand when it comes to all of these budgets. Like sometimes the reshoots are baked into budgets, but it's like what Sci-Fact said. That might be for like a few reshoots, not an entire movie getting reshot. Okay, because you have to do.
It got reshot because it was awesome.
Oh yeah, the whole thing. Yeah,
dude, we need 2 copies of this immediately. We're not just gonna.
This film is far too excellent for the modern viewer. We must
like every time we added a third, a fourth, a fifth, a sixth writer, we need a viewing of each one of these stories because it's just so excellent. And we're gonna put them all in the DVD extras. Yes, that's exactly what they did, guys.
The DVD extras are gonna be him swiping his EBT card, drinking grape Kool-Aid or some shit. as Captain America. Okay, so
dude, he literally lived the Anchorman meme where it's like the Human Torch is denied a bank loan. Like they made a fucking thing with that was a story arc in the Captain Falcon Winter Soldier thing or whatever. It's like, how are you going to make this more interesting? How are you going to make this interesting? You're just not. Yeah. And then the story is supposed to be them fighting over the adamantium that's in the giant thing in the ocean. Okay, America seems to be the only place with like active superheroes that could even mine the adamantium. Are we going to see like a Chinese superhero that could actually mine that shit? Like, there's so many things going wrong with this that I can't imagine what is happening there. But okay,
the Chinese adamantium is just as good as the American one, so it falls apart way quicker.
yeah.
All right. So
we can use welding torches to get this. It's like, America wouldn't even want it, man.
The reason why I wanted to use Ryan's video is this. So when this specific tweet came out, a lot of people went, wait a minute, that doesn't seem right. The budget would be that way. Because people believe that if the media says something, it's automatically right if they say it. But then you'll have seen stuff previously that'll contradict that. So if you go down here, like Kata put this out here. So this is from IMDb, who a lot of, are they not the mainstream media either? They had an article come out a while ago that said Captain America Brave New World reportedly has massive budget due to reshoots. So it all just depends on which publication do you believe. But the thing is, a lot of the idiots out there, they're like, well, you got to believe them. Yeah, but this media outlet said it had a big budget, and this one said it doesn't. So it just depends on who's more credible right here. So Captain America Brave New World's budget has skyrocketed to $350 to $375 million due to ongoing reaches. And someone said, well, where's your source? Well, is IMDb not a source? If you're using the logic of like, because so if Hollywood Reporter is a source, then what makes them not a source then? You see what I'm saying? That's the point. You just believe whoever you want. But that doesn't mean what they're saying is wrong. It also doesn't mean what they're saying is wrong. It just could be conflicting reports. Or Marvel told them, say it's $180 million so people don't get concerned. They could have literally just told you that.
Hold on. If you scroll back up, something I just noticed about at the original tweet. It says the film had a $180
That's what I pointed out. Had
budget. Yeah.
Previous.
So at one point it might have. Probably not any. Actually, no, not probably. I'm not being too generous. Yeah, no.
They shot a whole nother one for the same price as what they're telling you. Like,
yeah.
Yep. Also, keep in mind, marketing going to apply too. So, and Ryan in his video pointed out several movies where they directly lied about their budgets. One of them being Doctor Strange 2, The Marvels, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. There are three big ones right there. Okay, so let me make sure I have the sound on here for a second there, because that would be a giant L if I didn't. Okay, give me 1 second here. We're gonna go right back in, just like when I have sex with my wife. It happens. All right, here we go. Let the white man go. Okay, so here's what I know. I saw the Doctor Strange stuff. I know I did.
And denial in the comment section is fucking hilarious. Imagine putting your trust in an unreliable source over an actual news trade. God, some of y'all are so damn gullible. I'll tell you.
Also, keep in mind, this guy's name is Marvel and DC, and his tagline is Free Palestine. So that guy's fucking retarded as hell. Of course it is. Of course they believe what the media tells them.
Who's gullible? It's retarded motherfuckers like this, who after years and years of Marvel lying in this same manner, and then 2 years later being exposed for lying, you're still trusting what comes out. And if you want some proof, I guess I can show you some proof. Doctor Strange 2, Multiverse of Madness. Do you guys remember this? Doctor Strange 2, Multiverse of Madness came out, and originally we were told it had a $200 million budget. Who were we told that by? Variety, Deadline, Hollywood Reporter. You could see right here. As is the case with any Marvel Studios film, Doctor Strange 2 cost a pretty penny, carrying a $200 million production price tag. All right, $200 million budget. Makes almost $1 billion, like $950 million. You would think.
Yeah, that movie made it's like one of the highest grossing films since Phase 4. Yeah, if you believe that number. But
yeah, that's a profitable movie. Only problem is 4 years later, when Disney is forced to reveal in tax documents what they actually spent on making this movie, oh shit, it actually lost money for them. Because
come on, does that same guy believe Forbes? Because Forbes revealed that. Do you believe them? Are they lying?
They spent over $400 million on this movie. Disney's revealed the cost of the 2022 superhero movie. This is in 2024, by the way. After they had to file the tax documents they are legally required to for filming in the UK. It cost a staggering $414 million. Now, with the UK tax benefit, that drops down to around the $355 million range, but basically twice of what they reported. So these trades that are so relevant, they lied to you. They repeated Marvel's lie to them. They gave it to you, and some people believed it. Well, that's just one. That's just one of them, right? It can't possibly be any more than that, could it? Well, I guess we can try another one. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. Did you guys remember that one? Remember what they told us the budget was for that movie? Marvel's Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania says Disney Plus premiere date. Oh, the movie has an estimated production budget of $200 million. This comes from Variety, right? Variety, Deadline, Hollywood Reporter. All these guys are owned by the same company. All of them put out the same information, just for the record.
It wouldn't surprise me. That shouldn't surprise anyone, honestly.
I don't know if everybody knew that or not, but that's true. That's the case. Well, what was the reality? The MCU's Ant-Man 3 had a much higher budget than most assumed. Oh, you mean much higher budget than Marvel told everyone it had. They lied to people so it wouldn't look like it was as big of a flop. In truth, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania is set to blow its budget as costs surged to nearly $330 million. That's a lot higher than the $200 million they told everyone, isn't it?
Yeah, it's proven factually from these last few movies, they lied constantly. Marvels, they did it with the Marvels. So if they did it with 3 previous movies already, why would they not do it again? Just putting it out there, you know? I'm
gonna hit them with the Me Too explanation. Why would they lie?
believe all Marvel, you know? Oh, that's a bad joke. Oh God. So I'll get you guys the closing thoughts on this. You know, I'm just saying, I'm not saying every single time they've lied, but they would lie specifically about this one because they want people to think it had a smaller budget because they want you to forget it had all these reshoots, it had all these production problems, you know, because this didn't happen for a lot of other MCU movies. The other ones they've released, they've been perfectly fine with the numbers being out there. And the numbers for MCU movies have not been good outside of Deadpool 3, Spider-Man No Way Home, and Guardians. Even that one might, I always suspect that Guardian 3 wasn't as profitable for them, given that the number for the budget and the marketing versus what it actually made. But, you know, we'll see. All right. BS Warren, Mr. Bullshit Warren, your closing thoughts on this one.
Yeah, I think that article's bullshit. I think this film's budget is way beyond probably. I would wager this movie's budget is actually beyond $600 million now. Which might seem like a lot. It is, and they shouldn't be spending this much money on it. No, and they shouldn't have greenlit this. They should not have. They out of all the concepts they could have picked.
Brave New World.
Let me just pause right here for a second. Just pause real quick. Remember, like, what was it, like 30-something years ago when Fox decided that they were going to literally stop the production of a little movie called Home Alone because the movie at the time period was $2.6 million over budget. And they just pulled the plug on the whole film. Mm-hmm. Boy, have things changed.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, Iron, what about you?
Same thing. Right now, Marvel and Disney in general is in pure damage control. They can't afford pre-release to have any more controversy, anything overshadowing other than just them standing. They're the meme of the dog in the burning house just going, everything's fine. Or Leslie Nielsen from you know the movie where he's the cop and there's all the damage and rioting behind him. He's like, everything's fine, folks. Nothing to see here.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Yep.
Naked Gun.
So they're gonna, Naked Gun. Thank you. I'm like, this fever is starting to knock me on my ass. I apologize. But lying is fine for them. You know, we've seen that in records. They do it all the time.
I'm not going to say they lie all the time. I'm just saying they're lying specifically about this. Yeah.
And they are definitely lying specifically about this. And they're going to continue to do so until they think this whole thing blows over and Marvel's back on top, just like it was before.
It'll happen. Just leave, man.
And the movies that you're pointing out, again, those are the one shots. These are movies that aren't directly associated with Marvel. Spider-Man is Spider-Man. And that was a Sony movie, not necessarily MCU. And then Deadpool and Wolverine are the existing Fox characters that have already had their own following.
I'd argue both of those are holdovers. Yeah,
exactly. They're not direct MCU. This isn't like another Iron Man or anything to that effect. So those, you can't even connect the two from one to the other. So until they learn to just make the movies people want to see, using the characters people care about, and write them well, hire people that care about these properties and want to do right by these stories, they're never going to succeed. And, unless there's some truth to some of the rumors that they're doing a whole restructuring and we might see some changes come Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four, don't know. But this is a dead fish.
Yep. Society, what about you? You decided to see Captain Black Africa fentanyl food stamps card swiping black man?
His name is Captain African American. Thank you very much.
Yes. Assertive pronouns there.
You
yes.
bigot. No, this thing's gonna flop like a Malaysian airline when it's all said and done. I would suspect that. You think you're saying what, $600 million? We know for a fact it's at least over $400 million. So I mean that's pretty much given. Then given into the marketing, how much they spend into this one. This is a movie that's probably going to have to make like $1.2 billion to see any kind of profit from Disney's end, and this is not going to come remotely close. It's on pace for what, Ant-Man 3 or under that one. That's a movie that only did what, 430,
420, something like that.
So,
yeah.
You're talking about a movie that quite literally might not even make back its production budget when it's all said and done.
And that's being generous in of itself. That right there is generous. It might even do less. It might do $300 million.
Yeah. And that's only if we're assuming that $400 million is their actual production budget. If it's not somewhere even higher than that. So, yeah, this is going to be an absolute disaster. And get your s'mores ready, because you're not going to see a flame out this bad in quite some time.
Hell yeah. Sci-Fax. Aren't you excited to see Captain Black Africa? I know you dated Shaniquas in the past and you had a lot of sex with them. So
literally just one. But look, I'll even give it the benefit. That time was, and I'm gonna go. Yeah, it was one and done for me on that.
Oh God.
But, look, say it's 180, and say they come back and they do it, and it's just half of that, so 90. So now you're at 270, right? And the rule of thumb is about half of whatever the budget is how much they're going to spend on marketing. That would be what, 135. Let's just give it 100 even. So you're looking at still 370 for the total thing in general. And then theaters take half. This thing needs to make about 800 million just to make $1.
Maybe
it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
No, well, like I said, to make $1. Like it's
$1. God.
And I've said this before, man. Would you hand somebody $200 and then 3 years later they're like, here's $201 or whatever, like, thanks for that investment. I just killed it on that fucking that return. That ROI was just great, guys. Thanks. You're not gonna fucking do that. And it's so dumb, and they keep doing it, that's what really blows my mind. Is each one of these things have failed for the last, basically since phase 4 and on. Other than the holdover movies, I don't see a way that this comes out well. I don't see it being a good movie. The thing that's the most interesting thing that people keep talking about is the Red Hulk thing, and we've got pretty much confirmation that he's in it for less than 5 minutes. And the other big complaint about that is if Hulk actually hits the guy, he should just turn into mist. I mean, there's so many things that are dumb about this. I don't see it doing well. And the only thing that I will give any leeway to on that is the whole fact that it basically has a month to kind of run on its own against indie movies and movies that people probably have never heard about, or will not hear about.
Dude, the slasher movie coming out will probably do better, for being honest here. That might
maybe on the weekend that it does, fine. But for
Companion?
The most part, it's going to be the big, Companion looks good. Like there's like
Chris Gore actually
last year,
confirmed the script is really good for that one. So I'm not big on horror.
I was literally just talking to him in a group chat about 2 minutes ago, and he's trying to see it on Monday. So he hasn't seen it yet, but he's read the script.
Did I approve of you talking to Chris Gore and other black men? I can give you a black card. I didn't say you could have that.
Dude, I'm going to his award this next Sunday, man. I'll be out there with all them. So that's going to be fun.
So,
but yeah, I don't have high hopes for this. Final thoughts on that is don't have high hopes for it. I don't think it's going to be all that great. I'm still going to go see it just because I see every new movie anyways, just because I got that pass. And I don't have high hopes for Marvel, man. Like, other than Daredevil seems okay. And like, it could be okay. The trailer was fine, but it could do the Echo thing, because the trailer for Echo wasn't actually that bad of a trailer.
Yeah.
But then that show came out and it was absolute garbage. So I don't have high hopes. So
as you guys know, for me, I want to go see a good movie. I hope it's good. I truly do not hope it's bad. You know, that's me. But if I'm looking at Marvel's track record about how many movies I've even enjoyed since Phase 4, I mean, I've only enjoyed like Spider-Man No Way Home and Deadpool 3, and like that's it. I mean, I liked some aspects of Falcon and Winter Soldier. I thought it was the best show they put out, but I didn't like the depiction of like Falcon or the way that he sympathized with terrorists. Outside of that, I thought it was fine. But like, I've only liked very few things. With
your best character is your villain, and your best character was your villain. Like, and he wasn't really a villain. He was actually in the right most of the time. Like the whole time, he's basically in the right.
I'm not gonna lie.
But
Wyatt Russell did a great job. Wyatt
Yeah.
Russell, the best villain that they've done in these Disney Plus MCU shows by far. It's not even close. But then again, he's not even going to be in the movie. He's not in it. You know?
No, he's in Thunderbolts.
Yeah. They segregated him to a white man. Just joking, guys. So, oh God.
Sorry.
So, yeah, if this movie fails, that sucks. But then again, I don't want it to. I hope it's good. So, what do you guys think? Do you guys think Captain Black Africa, fentanyl using, EBT card swiping, food stamp using, 3 kids, no, not dad around America is going to do well?
I don't think Captain Section 8 is going to do well at all. But I'm sorry. Did I just say that out loud? My bad. No, I don't think it's going to do well.
You told me in the DMs you called him Captain Nagger.
Yeah,
I mean, he said it with an
that's
A, so
exactly what I said. Yeah. I tell you, I run all my racism through society over here, just because he's the official, actual black guy here. But
okay, so
he said it was cool. I thought I got a pass, but no.
All right.
MSK, I actually the Twitter link I posted in the private chat, that's actually a clip from the movie. I don't know. You can throw it in the video if you want. You can watch it later or whatever. It don't matter.
Oh, so basically a black guy leaving his kids. So thank you guys for checking out this video. If you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. I'm MSK, aka Master Swag King. We're going to sign out, guys. See you guys later. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah. Oh, he left.
Oh, he thought that was just the end.
Yeah.
I think it's tired.
He pulled a U at the end of the stream, man.
We just talked about a black guy leaving, and he was the black guy that left.
Yeah. Well, your white dad has to leave too, man. This flu is knocking me on my ass. I'm feeling like crap. I gotta go crash. But
I got a movie I'm seeing at 9:15, so I got a little.
Yeah, we're gonna end right now anyway, because I have to leave myself because I gotta go bang out my wife. So you guys we'll just do outros really quick. Iron, you got anything planned coming up?
Let's see. Friday, of course, Weekly Rogues Gallery will be back at 5:30 p.m. PST. Let me check real quick, see who I got as my guest. I'll go ahead and announce it now. I got, let me get him pulled up here. Hojo, he is the creator of Comic Book, and we're going to be talking to him. And whatever else happens throughout the week. And let's see, after that, I think Curse of Strahd should be back this upcoming Saturday over on Nate's channel. So everybody that's not subscribed, go subscribe over there. And now I'm going to go to bed. Bye.
Later.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Maybe that's what I do on the weekends now. Go and see movies. But I'll probably go see what movie did you see recently?
So I saw Flight Risk, but that was because DA and TA wanted to see it, and that worked out. But I'm going to go see The Presence. I'm going to go see The Presence tonight, and that's a horror movie. But it's apparently told it's a horror movie from the perspective of like the ghost or something. I have no idea, but it doesn't have too bad of reviews, and I don't know. I prefer horror movies.
Okay, give me one. Yeah, I can't go see anything on Tuesday. I'm booked up Tuesday. If all the shows pan out, I'm booked up. What Let's see.
Well, it's Tuesday, so I'm assuming you're booked up and probably bricked up with all your dude friends.
No. Dogman comes out this Thursday, coming up.
Yeah. I mean, it has man in the title. You'll see it.
Oh no, because like the Cloud9 podcast is at like 8:30. So if I go Thursday to any movies, there's only a few I could see, but we'll see how it goes. I'll try to make time for it. Probably not this Tuesday coming up, but the one after. I'll have more free time because I'm so packed up. No jokes, no pun intended there. BS Warren,
you're supposed to say pause, man.
What you need,
yeah, Warren, go for it.
What you got planned coming up besides banging out my wife?
Yeah, so man. So hopefully, I'm sick right now too, but hopefully that I can shake that off because by this coming weekend, because I'm going down to Big Lit Comic-Con in Roanoke. I'll be exhibiting there. I'll have copies of Young Monarchs for sale. I'll have copies of the new stickers for sale. They'll be like $3 each, or I'll run like a convention deal where it's like 2 for $5, and I'll throw in an extra sticker if you buy the book from me at the convention. Yeah, and I got tote bags this time around too, so you don't have to carry around that 900-page book. That 900-page book is Young Monarchs Last War of the Eight Kingdoms. It's an epic adult high fantasy novel about 8 royal heirs who band together to save their world from all-out war, following an insane week-long bender on mushrooms. It's super high octane, lots of royal intrigue, explosive young romance, large-scale clashes between good and evil out on the open battlefield. You're guaranteed to absolutely adore it. I got tons of copies. I'm excited. I'm gassed up to sell them. And I'm still running a contest where you can win free books for me and free merch from me for life with the Endless Night contest. You can find out more about that on my landing page, bswarren.card.co. MSK, if you wouldn't mind dropping that in the chat, I would appreciate it.
I hate you.
I mean, that description just sounds like all my last DMT trips, but that's fine.
Yeah, no, dude, I get off the walls with it. I had a great time writing it. A lot of people are enjoying reading it right now too. I got a couple. I got the people that have left reviews on Amazon gave it 5 stars. So I'm feeling
cool.
good. Yeah. And then I got, unfortunately I had to push back the release date of my space opera novel, Heavy Metal Space Quest, but book 1 of the Fist of Terrorheim series drops next year. It is a savage new saga drenched in blood and glory, carved in the wake of a falling star. It focuses on a young barbarian hunter named Lucas, who is called upon to save his cruel and merciless tundral homeland from the wrath and conquest of a vengeful immortal. So, yeah, that's what I got going on. And then I got t-shirts in the works. I don't have a date. If you guys follow Toasty on Instagram, you probably saw. And I know I'm babbling. Sorry. If you guys follow Toasty on Instagram, you probably saw the picture she posted where she's
Toasty has an Instagram. Oh yeah, I forgot she does.
Or not Instagram. Sorry, Twitter. If you look on her Twitter, you'll see she's got the Young Monarchs booty shorts. I'm working on those. I don't have a release date for them, but I'll put something together. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I got going on. Stacks upon stacks upon stacks. So I'm hoping I can shake this illness quickly.
Oh yeah. Sci-Fax, what about you?
Well, I'm about to go see the movie Presence tonight. That's the one I was just talking about. That's a horror movie. I'll probably do a review on that tonight. Tomorrow, I'm probably going to do a stream. I'm trying to do like my own personal streams sometime in the afternoons on like Sundays and when I have time during the week. Try and honestly, mainly to get up some of the watch hours and stuff because it helps a lot. But also, I don't know, just do some of my own stuff. And then Sunday night, so tomorrow night, I'll probably be on the DA's office. He usually starts at about 8 o'clock. And then that's about it as far as this week goes. And then kind of back to the normal schedule for next week. Trying to get more into the streaming stuff, maybe cut up some videos, try to get some more stuff out. But as far as immediately, that'll be that. Just those couple things right now. That's it.
Hell yeah. So as you guys know, for me, working out, hopefully, as I just said, hopefully I'm gonna get really buff, rich, and successful. That's my goal. So working on putting out consistent content. Really, Vin Diesel Vin Diesel had to come. Oh my goodness. I do my outro and then fucking Vin Diesel wants to pull up to the neighborhood. Fucking hell. God damn it. All right. All jokes aside, I'm going to be working on putting out consistent content in a shorter time frame. I'm just going to thank every single person here who's helped me with the videos. I'm sorry if they've been coming out a little bit later. I'm just working on getting everything done right now. But you guys have seen me put my New Year's resolution to the test. So yeah, that's my goal. Just putting out consistent content in a shorter time frame. That's it. Going to be working on uploading all of my pre-recorded videos to Rumble. That way, everything's safe. And then I'll be working on putting out the rest of the episodes of the Iron Man podcast and the podcast platform and the Cloud9 podcast. And then later on, when I have time, I'll get the rest of these episodes uploaded there as well. So yeah, tomorrow I have a one-on-one with an Australian guy to talk about comic books. And then I have the Cloud9 podcast as well. So, and that should be it for tomorrow because it's been kind of slow at work. So, things will be a little weird around here coming up. We're going to have tryouts where I'm going to have to make love to BS Warren to get him to make me some money.
Please don't.
So Warren, are you going to be here next week when you're feeling better and not dead?
Same time?
Sure. Why not?
Yeah, I might be able to make that. Yeah. I mean, I'll be down in Roanoke, but yeah, sure. We'll see. Yeah.
Are you gonna get disappeared like all the people from Roanoke?
Oh no, that's old Roanoke.
It's like 1800s, right?
Yeah, that's I don't even know. Some people I remember ages ago. I don't know much about the Lost Colony, but
it's funny. I actually don't know too much about it other than through media because it happens in random shows. They're like, yeah, so all this stuff happened in Roanoke. And I'm like, what happened there, man? Because it wasn't like a whole town just disappeared.
Yeah, an entire colony. No one's really sure where, or maybe, I think there's a ballpark of where they settled, but nobody's really confident
that they found the bones or anything. Yeah.
No remains have been found. I don't even think like the remnants of like a town or a settlement or anything were found. I think some people have posed the theory that they actually settled in like North Carolina or something like that, further south. They didn't actually settle Virginia.
It's like almost a made up thing and people just ran with it for 150 years.
Nah, I mean, it's definitely not made up. I think people have proved that, they went, but the Lost Colony went to wherever they were going. And when people went looking for them, they couldn't find them. Yeah.
Yep.
Colonial history. I appreciate that though. I appreciate that. I very much, I take a lot of pride. A lot of people like to rip into and roast Virginia, which a lot of us deserve.
No, if anything, I'm more interested in it just because it does get brought up in some media sources and stuff like I said, mainly on TV shows and stuff, or it's almost a ghost story in a way. And it's just interesting. What happened to a whole literally colony of people that is recorded in some way or form? What the fuck happened?
Yeah, this is interesting. I love this. I love Virginia. I love this state. A lot of history, a lot of mystery. Huh?
Look, you like having sex with virgins?
No, I like living in Virginia.
Oh, okay. So your favorite sex positions are some good stuff.
Yeah, my number one favorite is when the girl is sitting in the other room not speaking.
That's the best one. All right. So thank you guys for checking out this episode of the MSK Show. Have a great weekend, everybody.